Yo, al numbara baake, assalamu alaikum. Nyimbe kala very quick. Nka nyimbe kala very quick. Kacha aleti drone kacha sutung. Purunda maul ngananga kacha. Dalilo miyen sama nan koteke drone wolo mu. Alibea jele koteke Adama Barrow fintita bao. Video bitaka ne viral miya lonko from Kerfatu. Aka Kerfatu ning mimbe keri na kumofo. Yo ay kuma mane jama foje ntelafta mim fola na Udpiens kolye ntel nyanta focus la back because 2026 a jamfata aman jamfa sima mabe olom andong UDP believe the principle of democracy la back. UDP believe the wala back principles of democracy. Niaje nata molube molla reactionol be na kanne reactionol be na kanne andun eko mandinkole minfo eko ni falo ye damfu ita fana mbuka falo damfu katu niya damfu molba jala ko ita fana mu falo lati mandinka kangolom amanke ko mbafu kanko molom falo bari ko min kam mandinkola misalo le fo okay saying mimbije wolom nyinti ko Adama Barrow tata bansanne ako demokrasi be banko kanne milka fuko demokrasi tije ako niata demokrasi te banko kan mimbe kering wonin Kerfatu wolte tarra operate kan banko kan all right malon jumale ko jumale wo kumo fay ka itandi ko ko demokrasi mantra banko kan demokrasi mimbe banko kan ntella demokrasi ni wolom demokrasi oto I don't know how to define democracy then. Okay, democracy malon Adama Barrow ya understand nyadile anim fanan Adama Barrow akamune kamfa nyantale nga nyonyi ninka wala back akamune kamfa nyanta nyonyi ninka la walalde mune be Adama kamfandi kan mune keta akamin kamfa because Adama la diamo fangoto bansang niya video jube ikalon ko he is very angry. Adama man kamfa ni auditor general report fintita. Adama buka kamfa ni embezzlement keta any government department. But Adama ka mune kamfa sign a wulita kakata holiday la. Aka mune kamfa Adama e muneke. What is wrong with him? So wale ente sambana UDP felenti albe wulikan UDP bina fundraising la. Aya information o sotole. Alonde ko UDP la alpha kana tamale abita fundraising la. Because molo mati amangani ya kende soto moye. Adama Barrow. Abukangani ya kende dua moye. Abukan ku kende ngani ya moye. So UDP la finto pour kata tola. UDP la alpha bina tara tola. Wole be mu nyinti tenting, wole kamfa mu nyinti bao UDP ke la kodo soto ning sila sene wole kan. Adama ka mune kamfa nyine nyanta kelantella nyinin karode. Ani mune nyanta kelantella reaction ti. Lafitale, I don't know whether this is going to make sense to you people. Naman sense fana make dukare ali indication o witandina. Okay. During the 2021 presidential election, there was a lot of tribalism. Albea alone. tribalism jamale keta fo labango dembo bay fos lota bakaw ako ni UDP gagneta ibe jolal niminko inje ba fala jolal ma bota Casamance le ibe bayla leta Casamance niminko mane ba fala bota Senegal le ibe bayla leta Senegal ayewofo akoni mi fula kan ofo ibe fanan sambalale ibe bailale ya feta Guinea dembo bay force le nyimfo and he's the national president for NPP. Okay, nata adama fangoje ala itinerary birakata tola aka muntolle lamfe anakata muntolle to akata muntolle to ala campaigno beke on tribal line leti wato fan molka audio lu moy audio jama ka finti mol ba fulela moleko alkana kartew fay UDPA because mandinka patilom andu wol manke han NPP kaltide dol kake doyin kolleti dol koy ka esa falle fasa e ka fo ko jannimbe because ninga kartew fay Halifa Sallah Halifa fa fintita lavo iko ninga kartew fay Halifa Sallah which means konka UDP la sembentu ya oto al kartew nyindi Adama Barola. So Adama nyin tribal karte fayo le ketanun Gambia. So birin karte fayo tambita. Halifa Sallah wol be nyin kumo mwele before election. Bari manso naka address de. Ye dele. Because ya believe ko niko momo ko Gambia UDP manta 2021 election win la. Ibe surprise la. Ni afo momo ibe surprise la because mobe amuta ko UDP is going to win. Wala na ninga mo UDP dingu le ka afu nga overconfidence le shoto. Then ite a doubt le ko UDP won the election. Ite mari ya doubt le. Ntema any iota of doubt soto. And ntema ko UDP overconfidence le soto. UDP has worked very, very hard for 2021 Pruka election on you win. They have worked very hard. Pruka 2021 election on win. Ntebenun Gambia le. Keba sabal benun Gambia le. Farsen sabal be Gambia le. Seu Sedli be Gambia le. Geneva Mas be Gambia le. Diaspora mol fata Gambia le tep. So overconfidence kutije. UDP 2021 election, it was a landslide victory for United Democratic Party. Alta IEC la site otobang ali 2021 presidential election result alia bondi alia jube UDP found a stronghold solto Adama Barrow can tell Dandula Dol to more than 10,000 votes. More than 10,000 votes. Manipulation of Minketa, they know it. It tell along ya Kenyami with IEC. It tell along ya Kenyami in IEC. You go UDP la strongholds. Adama Barrow can dange more than 10,000 votes. So saying, ye tribal sentiment use birin karte fayo tambita what tribal lenata finti dol guiltita iko Adama was using tribal sentiment ketel nene. I don't know whether those people you can baby feed them munat na wolma lonno ko ibe nene kane with tribal sentiment bari wol if all fintita nga fonko moyjana nga audio do moyjane ako itel atemu fuloleti ako ye tribal fonko mi yusi telka Adama tetel nene nola koteke because ni alonu ye karteo fa Usain Dabo ya felenti Adama yetel nene man boto da kolata fonko da kolata nko yo alngatade albedi amulale mbotaje so brie tribal sentiment you say wo tribe killing o molu wolle fanka fintika Adama la wo ka debunk ka itandi ko no United Democratic Party manke tribal political party. It's a very responsible political party. Yobe itandala. So saying ayalon ko the tribal politics a failtale lafitale drum pour UDP call la reaction intelligent adama itnolale totally. Let us not give him a boost. We focus on our agenda. Because adama la nyin to anala nyin ala nyin tamo kata bolong kono kata si holiday la manka mankunda. He have nothing akata tali la storytelling aninka molu sinda nyati no la kaitandi wala ko altel be mu banku altel mu mo furi ngol letin da mal barakata nyim banko ka akata wo damal so mune batina de te be yelo selendi la wala. Let's be a free people, man. Let's continue to be happy. United Democratic Party ntel nyanta kontan lale foni Dr. Mane tata radio to mbuka kontan ba ni Dr. Larry Sise tata radio to fo mbuka kontan ba ni ba Amadou Sane tata radio to fo mbuka kontan ba ni ba Ousainou Fam interview fo mbuka kontan nka kontan le so ntelbe minkela we need to focus. Thank you Yaya Esmane ya Esmane nyancho ya endu nyancho felenda fana ay nakumo sembentu ya so ntelu nyanta minkela nyantale nga Adama Barrow itno totally ala bula ay wuri wodulato so atata bansang ako kerfatu anim pamodu bo janna radio to mimbe kering ako niata demokrasi te banko kan iba soro na ako bari e kuolu milkat kenu sa ite sonna wala o banko kan ako ite sonna wala. Thank you Abubakar Fati, I love you too Fati Hydra. Ako ite sonna wala o banko kan kodi abota ja ako momatenin fuma nyalon Gambia akate kuluta mo kendo le bulu bara mala mol fode atela wululalu ama afoko akuluta wol bulude because ate kumasta tala surukaya la junale because maybe family bulo me kobe womu alala quality baluwo man sono ya so akatara molle ya ka balundi ya abetara surukaya la dulale to taring fo janning atebe kelno presidenti so afango yo fole thank you that ko ila alfalo ima finti ka wol tentu ke jayi ye balundo min ketala bari ye molle tentu ka wol jayi iko miliete kulu iko ite kuluta dami iko kuluta misili molle bulu mo metenin kukuntal long andu mo metenin dolomil long. This is a president Miyalonko is so petty. Say I'll be mune solution sort like Adama la nyinkumo be jabi. I want to ask you, Alibal found le murundi la koma. Because what mune wo samba nam found ndebuga doloming mbuga fenke afole janni be kumo ibe mini na kumo fo ilafta fola juma ale ma minka doloming because ibe pa modu boja mimbe keri minna radio ning kerfatu fokan mune ka doloming ku si woto mune ka doloming ku si woto mimbe keri kerfatu tumando altentela kumo mwela alka jutun nale ngala barumal kumandi janne molbe la moy kanne de nge kumandi janne 3 weeks ago nga advice le dila about mimbe caring anin kerfatu wallahi nkoy ko ala foy ko ye nyinke malla fa fola nga mimfo puri nyanta ka minke wo niyo ke ake silale ika muru ko male nyela mol kumandi fa on la barumalu nkoy ko albe wole kela. In fact, I'm going to say it. Nko mimbe caring, it was a very very good thing alim kerfatu alka nyara boja mbari mfama tela ko fo sai sounda NPP la ba nyara bari yombula ba ko nko you see nim foreign embassy molu sako especially American embassy or British embassy or EU la ambassador alke invite alla radio to ban alni fanali kacha about EU la political la anin kol minul be caring globally in the world alni kacha wola. It's a way mimba tinandla nying on democratic government pour ka fuko be media solo attack la. Okay. Sign. What should be the solution here now? Because Adama Malifo fango kumas followed. Akao abita biro yellow la, nabote abita silo le da yelela. You should be happy. Why are you angry? Akamune kamfa. Akamune kamfa. Mune kamfa daba fe nyoma. Akamune kamfa. Amanyanka kamfa. Itolom presidenti. Ibita silo li yelela. Be happy. Being a dictator, you are already a dictator. Gambianol yo foimale already. You are already a dictator. Because munem, ika democracy minfo. Mune atinandla, ila police are using ika oppositional command, even the opposition audio drone near audio lamo audio miyalonka mahan ki han threat. But it's a oppositional command. Ike detained at the police station beyond 72 hours after ibukane charge. Ike bule kata. Why? There is democracy in that country. No. Lamin Bojan, that one is not for Dabo. Because Abe Mingbe Kering Kumole Fokan, whatever he says there, Wobanke Dabo la Kumati, let us not associate that to that. Please. Wobanke Dabo la Kumati, let him say it. Kane Mira Wola. Let him say it. Abe Mingbe Kering Kumole Fokan. Because always, Eka Pamodu Mimfo, I know Pamodu very, very well. You understand? Abe mimbe keri ne fokan. So bari ala alteration olu nkana assumption okay. Let him go and then say it by himself. Ha. Afango dae nanang ayafo. Ha. Afango dae yele. Aina ayafo. So ntelnyan ta minkela do wolo alnga focus. We ignore this man totally. Ntelnga focus. Ntela alpha binakan tola. Let us prepare ourselves. Ngana fundraising ske. Let every Gambian ye pare to spend your money on UDP. Because munam, we want Ntelu UDP is a democratic political party. And we believe in the principle of democracy. Mr. Bojan, why should I ntaba phone la nyadi la ngamira baro tata janne after TRRC atara Usman so yeah ka visit. So if he goes to Bansang, Asan Jallo fana ya fansamba Bansang pour ka itanda la famille la ko nyim president on tele mim fa ka woleke image fa binam visit la janne because Baro put himself so low. Ngamira Asan Jallo le nyanta tala Baro visit la as a president. But niata ko Asan Jallo be sasari ne fansa foko wala kule ketala msafoko okay the president went there kataka visit. But Asan Jallo bala suwala kono. Alon ko Asan Jallo le bunya sotati wale kumayata teti. Because atenala president yabe Baro have put our presidency so low. But ateta understand nola. Ateka mira ko nyimbe mumo nyawalolti because Honorable Dabo, His Excellency, Honorable Dabo, wala mol bota bansane, so Asan Jallo bota bansane. But Asan Jallo nene man fenke Dabo ede. Dabo le Asan Jallo la life betandi. Yes. His Excellency Honorable Usenu Dabo, wala atina Asan Jallo tata jang international appointment la. But monenete wo mwela Honorable Dabo la. He wouldn't say it. andu in monen ta moyla ay finti akaka mole muta dron ke castigate ala diamo ka diamo on principles lela bar nañi nin karobe dami baro kamune kamfa why he is so angry fodum baro ikata ye biro lelo kodi the source of income woma long bawo ela se kumbalo tata min fo atondi la fang la min jarani fekela radio toni King FM ye min foje se kumbalo min foje ko businessmen ol lebe biro loka businessmen ol ako lebe biro nyi loka Adama Barrow, are you not happy with the ye birol je nyaming? For ye nyaku wo fanan nareba ye million le table itara babu ngol loebang. Are you angry? Brother Esa ambe kondone ela base brother. I know ko base gentleman balle kabo base because nimi ye mira His Excellency Asan Musa Jalola, MC Chamolu, MC Jalo Wolu, Desan, MB Kurbali Wolu. Look how gentle those people are. Why Adama is so agitating? Adama, Adama, problem. Why he is so angry? Let him tell this to people. Why the man is so angry? Adama, ila health-wise, amam better. Stop the anger. You can easily have heart attack. Alaya jamfela. Amam better tode. Ikatara min kamfala podio moto. Ikeyete sukusukule kwe benyine fola. Mobi alon nago. Etaka kumol milfo. They are not your words. Imankela kumati. So, ntela famin fola yudi vinkole. Audio dada Adamala ku kalantambondo ka janjandi mole forum okono. Let us focus ntelngana agendal wafu nga molu inform all over Europe and America and Asia ko fundraising so lebe keri UDP chapter be dawda hanimo sabale bije. Let them raise their phone yela. That 10 euro will make a lot. That 10 euro will make a lot. So ntelinganta na agenda muminti sign. Wala munyinti ko ntelu how are we going to do our politics? Puruka makes 2026 UDP comes to the power. We have to sensitize the Gambian people. Bao, ye tribalism nyorile, saying it has backfire on them. So say malebe munekela. Ye provocation o bege. Ye mofalula UDP kan. Ye rebel cool la UDP kan ko UDP diun leka kido di mola kataka fu alta police olbum they fail. Spokesman imaje otate mabo sa da biti ay wuliafo mala na ala muso akala muso nya ko no jube nyaadil ala muso ba fo la ko bar ndañin ke ma kumbaño wulo adigul ba ku baba ita jo wulo baba e fania fo Gambia baba iko dolom iko ngamo ye certificate role di la fania certificate so we wuli afo fa sa si America abe woto imalo sai be binkela so sai iko Adam Barrow sila hode edela bita ni lo na podio mo re kamva sai wo fanambe wolla wo fanante wokla al ngay tandala ko telmu stress free le mama jali wolule Diamond Lady le Aliou jali bacci wolle tukara al fango dandi na UDP jalolu le del mu stress free la tide del la jalol del mu stress free la di alu faye ni alinga alal da be bondala kuoto ala tujay tu wuri la base nata because amam kumale sota kumol le fo wole amam minuluke so abe wol distract kana mala fo woli anyinin ka wolula but ilafta almame fula sambala maka ite mantela wallahi wo kodo de bolela jibo kono maka Saudi Arabia be tiketo minnat lebe ol to kela woleto sai wo alka wo sefo o almamol fanal sai kelo kuma sta wol tem bawa manke ko almame fulada mala nataje fo almame malo almame jellebije ikafu ko mbe almame fula bijana barinte tol fola mbe sambala makale wolbe bola jere ka be dol kuma ba fole mbe tel sambala manasi kamfa tala hima reason to ka kamfa iman doku ke man sakunda is so corrupt, your government is so corrupt, ite man doku no you are so clueless iko molu fanan kana wo fo ngete bulaje nga bulo kosi nga fuko nyom president kendo what a kenola imagine okay saying the western wall ite kata west jumal leya imagine man tad la sur ikatu yimili yamalo Africa banko leka ni ko Africa summit bijay ite ni boro eta sang kodital bulu ikote embargo le landi kodi le teje because ila finance minister findita nanne ay kumol fole minole alongo be kering ibe nyindia mo mimbela nyim fankam fando ila man sakunda corruption o mimbeje inyanta kamfala wolla ikamune kamfa UDP kama ikamune kamfa mimbe kering kama ikamune kamfa kerfatu kama ikamune kamfa so UDP call be prepared amang kukumas follow de ali be prepare la idno ntella ke ba kana tolela abajela la bitara sire manka bankunda la abajele ba benduna nyaming in Gatwick abajele ba benduna nyaming in Germany in Switzerland abajele ba benduna nyaming in Spain abajele ba benduna nyaming in Italy Nordic countries solka dulal to taring abajele le be nyinke ba benduna nyaming ate buka o soto bawo America la min sila ya to wotole okatado woto adu Europe fada jang na singolo Europe dawo da mol bitala normale mba welcome la nin 6 kilo la 6 kilo jang ate para oda nola atia gaso fayika ay ta si so konko Gambia woti jang ani mol be jang kon telale ha gatse jang wala betande jang ite singolo la jang ibe piri parala wo bolongo kono bolongo president wala muti ika wuro mi fange buka hanyila kala ka bo foni kata fu kombo buka hanyila kala won ngo mo buke dangu bolongo kollomu ni wole sojarol la motolje sojarol ni uniform woluje ye nyim moto baluje wolu ka kontane si wurina ye fintina kombo moto sifa do bete bulu ila State House wala be modol bulu ila suo kono andu wo bolongo non ko lebe sirin kombo but because of bolongo kono be nyaming wolle ka fuko president jew famu Cairo lete ko balo be alkurara jubal ko president jew okay alimma ko talibol ko president jew president yalon kaje famo harjolo president mi yalon ko ama ate la mansa kunda be mu sunyaro nin tapale yaleti fo al ibe president o minna president kendolu mi yalon ko be lokam banko e imagine min be Senegal makasali ya kumutilin dawoda ika bendu munel sonko namenala ngamre ka wala fay ngamre ka wala fay hanigo bas wallahi modol motole ke wol findin dol vije sojar uniform wala ka wol findin sojaro lamma kango wala ka wol findindi katalo silo ka kajube so crowd ka ben ni nata nyaay mol jere ka ay wuro kumas bas bawo abe momimbe bansa sai ka mu ne kamfa ta yela birol yele ini la molu ali alfati yolta ale duanyo bari yente kulu misilmeya nde kuluta mo kendol lebulu nde fenketa mo kendol lebulu ite man sonne la alfalu tentula kawolu jayi ila alfal si fuare ya nyaaw ikete ki surka ya la nyaawo nya pari tentu ye jayi inyantale ye tentu ye jayi bari mela alfal tentu ime jayi ibe wandital tentula ha tonya inyanta wol tentu bare wala ya tinna ite bi kabbaku minna ko ite kuluta mo kendol lebulu Musa Njai min ikuluta bul alay Musa Njai min iman kulu alay Musa Njai bulde karambuto ta kuole ye sije so kebula surkaya kuolula bawo ni bela interest no kam mo bulu ikela hani banko fanto ngoy wala ke UDP la ikela la hani banko to wala ke so ila suya Musa Njai la ya feel ko jang is a opportunity for me because ninjita school jan seta suko no mbita mune kala mbita fal bayo la manka mankunda bawo ebe mune investment kala or maybe you will continue on the noble job if I'm abe minkeka because iko karalo is a noble job do ku kendo lomu bari ite lafta sino la nyami ite be kararo kala no nyadile ibe mesendo tale ye bulo beso because ibe bulo dun la machine ko to ka maje tak wo wato le ite be barala sino la ni ye bulo be tay wato min eta loptano to ite o keno la so saying ibe nakila alay modu Musa Njai la wala business soto so that you learn from business so wo kono I wakilta I hakilo nata dia kamoyola yesara hule kangomoy bari wo alaji Musa Njai fangola family birite ko be lola presde yala kwale sonoy ngamire ko ele datije Papa Njai me fasa aka datije because mole man believe ko wotumo Gambia be nyami mole man believe ko ya jamme bo bola jele ni wonte adama ni arta mollata ko ya jamme bo bola jeye he adama eni mo jamala be nyo sabala nunde miliyalon koy fanal be interest la nu politiko la thank you I'm fine 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 tombinu ni mo jamala be nyo sabala bar mol ya mutala ko ya jamme molta bonni no la je bora enum baraway andu yikamin be foko ha ikete hasidiyale yalo ngenyin kanyin nakunu bari ma jabi bi bansande ngo sain birite keta opposition leader di purka fonko nyini president ya nyini ya jamela wato foyta fana mu hasidol tiba thank you 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 baraka foyta fana mu hasidol wonde hasidi yadi yalo adama nyanta kukile ne understand na democracy wole multi-party system nyininka world multi-party system you can work with your opponents you know why because ila ideal ka fatala hanite fangola bungo kono e dingolu milbi je fo wol be katara chun kilin na wati kilimba ibu katara ku kilin wati kilin ika differently so itafola noko Gambia say afomole dronko he left a one party system like la Gambia just say that niano yafo NPP be tarla jele fo sanji wuli keme womu NPP la hajode womu Gambia non la hajode bari ala ka tonyale fasa je ite be nyim bata min bela kan Gambia kan ite amuta bari imagine wo bolongo non ko luminu yalon ko ibe kumbola sign no be dole kumandiro ke radiol to janko ha ndel hani bi ikaw covid manol milfo ikaw ko dol milfo ndel ma soto bari wo mo klion le findita non itata lo nyaato ibe wurila mune ke ku ado mando bang ikanyi wuro minkete nkasule la National Assembly le pour yeta mako yeta kuolu bondi nyoto bari imaje ikafo ko hani National Assembly ate diamla odo because among competent ila mo le fama yim fode iko imang competent ite cool explain nola ibuka policy long iko imang competent ibuka policy long ite ku explain nola bar ni tata lo meeting kenodo bawo you are happy that ko o ika diamu je local language lela bar nene meje hani ECOWAS ni tata je ini ECOWAS la nyin leader so liye nyin kuntun nonsense so min beka alba fala bitani zele ika president be interview nene metla interview je because kamo min kafo journalist sol fama buketla kumo moy man dinga journalist te woto ike nyin ka angale kawol ike nyin ka angale kawol so wo journalist sol te fama batandi la kete interview I malu ringole tata jang Guinea Bissau biring ECOWAS al tata je alla mitingo ECOWAS ye tunubu tombondami itel la singobe je bari Africa president be kambenda West Africa president be kambende ko hani nta teta nola bari nse minkeno nse Gambia compensate nga ECOWAS vice president CD la bari pour ECOWAS la chairman ya nte odino la because he cannot explain even ECOWAS sotota nyadile munam ECOWAS la long kangoti ani mulle nyantake ita fono la moy andu ni keta ECOWAS la chairman odi you will be open to interviews but andu ni wo journalist ol binala amanke ko ibita diamula wolle manni ka ite feo fen fono adoman doma yeta ye police karang ya lonko protocolol kata nyamin bawo ibukatano tubabudu ibukatano America ibukatano dulato bare Africa ni wo meeting site katawo tole oto a tribe wala protocolol mu milti wolle long yebo nyin fan kam fandola yetalo meeting dula ker fatu ni bimbe kering ko demokrasi tijang ni demokrasi tijang wolte taranola jang a dunta jana abota jana ha nte mu misilimo leti nte kulutale mfenketale imu misilimo leti because nkeje salola le bara daji ko tela de misilimo buka anyon hadama dingo kong misilimo buka fureo kong foka fureo ka da kuntu fureo la you are the first person minim fureo kuyari ntera minji ntera minji Sister Salimas mbe konto na Adama Barrow bare muso konto nyeje yamo Geneva bina ba fola je bar Musa konto je Adama bare muso konto je Adama sabari bari UDP call to karal intel nga focus ngamira on the 7 UK chapter bela Congress okela on the 7 UK chapter bela Congress okela on the 28 gas chapter bela Congress okela. It's unfortunate nte fangolom gas chapter la vice PRO bari nte o mabe no la mali fo soto bari ne ala kititala UK alintel nga focus kontel kana na Congress leke alintel nga focus na kuolu kan nganda be bonda na la kuoto ntel nganda be bonda de la kuoto ala tujay kamfa mo ala kan ala doku no balyalomu ala sobe alinga wofo ntel nga na Congresso nga wo mira ngata na ambiance la stress free sa tuta Gambian ko le bulu kabo buruman saloto kata fo banyun wali yayi tandala la ko ntelu man sule la president yala ando adama niye Gambian ko kamfandi mbe buloko kosila buloko nga bricholo nga boda nga fence balo buruman saloto ila president ya kabo base kana kana no jara fanam fa jara ma win wodo kana fo jara ning CRR ning jara tema nga fonko londi nga fenso londi eche fenso ita dunno la kana kombo nga bausenu tolo nga ke president so because kombo kole la carte di wala kombo jara foni wala la carte di wala de nyinketa badi bu kole nimisa bati ko badi bu keta adama la strong hollet kabadi bu kol de sisla jara ba kabadi bu gol de de kam famam betea. We have to be united. Nying mo division do ibe tare be molu nenna ibe bankola alfalu nenna ibe kumol fola adama la kuwo ente fa jaka adama kamune kamfa. What is the anger? He cannot even answer that question. Akamin kamfa mo jumala ala kamfa dalo kande drama enumbara. Been a while, yeah, you're right, man. Mune kamfa furo man nafa soto. Man nafa soto. Mole mune kela. Andu campaign de caring. Ita ko ekada biro yelol. Ekada sila yelol. Ika mune kuma fay molu kan. Ilaftare Gambia be alongo. Ya announce radio to la ngalon ne ko. Ikada manka mankunda li fola. Iko ekada li fola la. Tada li fola. Yalon serum biring fongo itata je enen sajo be parele ye bindera ngo dunge bulu fongo so esite la niare kungo ke ngina fana ta kungo to je His Excellency Honorable Senu Dabo yala kungo bondile de mbenga oje jang kungo to le wayata bondile de so ifana yete tatu niare yoleke yela biroli yele wo birol they are in question. Birol sotota nyadile, birol la lansol sotota nyadile, jumal le ka wolan ditela at that strategic point. Jumal le ka wolan sol ditela, ite wolan sol sang nyadile, muntumalo wolan wol wafuta purite wol sang, wol sotota no nyadile, NPP wol soto no nyadile. Mol manke toilette de, morke. Gambia manke tati. Marcos, Gambia manke tati. Gambia belongs to everybody. It's a country of peace. With all these problems, minuli alongo, they are happening in that country. The Gambian people are suffering. Inflation is too high. The hiking of prices, the energy price. All these things are problems. You don't want to address those problems. They have electricity, but because cash power, no. Because cash power, you buy $3,000, it can deduct $900. They give you 2,100 credit. Cash power. $900. It can deduct if you buy $3,000. If you buy 2,000, it can deduct $600. You end up having 1,400. Address those problems. These are the issues for Gambians. Baribol be deviate kan. Ndekuluta milbulu, ndevengera milbulu jumale nyini nkawala. Ikuluta milbulu nyinya. How for wole them ite feel go they give you a better life. Akata nyama. They give you a better life. Okay, ka papanjai employ ka okay ambassador. You think maybe you think that go now ye fama la julo jole. Ye fama it fair because ngalongo ni Papa Njai wo mistake ta jang ako a feel ko ada buka ada mafasa ibe kumo bele fola iba fola ko ntela nga nyinka ni meke ku faisa fuko ite anabe bungmin kono ala korara mfengo itele ol be kai anu Papa Njai was very angry birite keta president Papa Njai ma understand ko ntela su kono surka wo keta no president munat nantete keno lati because Papa Njai ke kile nu ake bula kuola because ite hanyi la balana ni balante be bayla jele ibe bayla jele ni balante be bayla jele Papa Njai ol fama mu alpha kendeleti bar Papa Njai mamba fama la Papa Njai is arrogant so Papa Njai ke batandile nu kendeke isofata Papa Njai bulle isofata Papa Njai bulle a doman is better for you. Usine lomo mi wo min diate abe fama bari kiti obe na te malade nin tenga fania le kan mbe busala wala lede bari ni fana kuma fo moma min manka songoti iye toñendro la ked anu kunun ilotale ko bawsenu mu hasidoleti iko kebala kuma kuntaw wala dina fenda aldama fama de bawsen dide ndel fanal falom alafu adama ko ndel bawsen mandra dinyini la bawsen dintanen na bawsen diwo adintanen na alafa ko bawsen dintanen na nini momantara munatina he would not talk about he would not talk about PDOIS because anyaya jeleko biring election oketa ate fanan nala patio nala fumanya be aka PDOIS dan bar patio minka dang abe siring ikamilla nomba diatela ikatela nomba di wala nyine kamfa bebela andu bawsenu abuka kodi di mola de bawsenu buka kodi di mola UDP buka kodi di mola de dudu ja mimbe hauti la dudu ja atele tata jang KMC nkana nyi min fojali la moyde yalo don dudu ja lafitale ker fatu nalia invite lolo ala nyi kala atata janne KMC otumo UDP nka dolu tarta no kan ha nae join UDP nae fenke UDP nae fenke ten abe bataring atata ya ning talib fix atata talib ya he said his condition he will need a job and talib ibe kodole dilala arias le batela pura ala luasul and everything be jo talib ya itandala ko haniko UDP ntel buka kodi di mola ko tentel bul de policy ibita wala akaga be wala mira siloka wala kamfa bate fananna so sa biring bakar baji tanata aka fuko ha bakar ni min tata ate kan ya bunya to fate abe participate let la ko itata no kan munela ya nenele ye kodindin diala afana wulta ka campaign yoge ka dum mol kan faga fendi bare ye kodindin de dia fananna aka mimbe wuri tendin ko ha molle nkumandi ko ibe laflale nte fanam fa ngallonu ibe sponsorale afenketa jana abota jana dudu jaaju malabe dudu jakela kabilo la kansuloti sako alkali sako president dudu ja ni mo sifa lewe because munom fo dudu jale man loja ay muna fo adamo par dudu ja kilingo le nata lo halinga carte odi adama la drong because ni wonte UDP le gagner la andu red ikoy ka wala kumandi radio ta ka diamu Gambia la politiko ko wala ni radio ton ko la bari wala fanamu they sometimes need viewers and they want programs so e ka modol kumandi je bari ka mol mil kumandi je yale ka mol le kumandi ninte ite fanga yalon ko katiko niye kari kumandi je will be misleading the public. Munati neka kumandi. Inyanta mi understand. It is I understand no leko. Niye mo kumandi je mi alongo misleading the public. Ite also understand, oh, he's lying about this and lying about this. But modo be sirin dula do to like kebala molu. Wolte understand. Ba mutala ko he nyenyi min for radio de nyin lom tonyati. So journalists all are contributing woefully Gambian call la political awareness la dileto. Journalists all are contributing because our journalists are so paranoid in mantra hanyiring. They know whether Adama is talking about democracy for democracy vigil. All these journalists and these radio houses they are being threatened. They have been threatened because akai tandila loko ikamune itandila it will be kasila loko ha is a nalansi no revoke no is a mfenke no is a nkeno ten. Andung, journalist houses, attacks are coming to you. The houses all millal, more be nyantalon. So alintel nga focus. Nganyina adamala, alinga tuja wuri, alinga tuja te tarala kuol kela, ntel nga focus. We just put a deaf ear on that man, you know. We don't need to waste our time. We are a party of peace. We are a party of principles. We are an ethical political party. We have high instinct of morale. We have educated people. UDP is well loaded. Well loaded. Why wasting your time on these trasses, you know? Momi alongo, you know, he cannot even say anything. He can't faro diamo lomu. Ibe wurila, ibe bulo be karabula, ibe bulala molula, ibe mola kumolu fola, moli maun nafa soto mindo. Tell those bolonkono people, kurango problemo muminti, nyin tarifo mimba al contenting, natale nyin tarifo be bolale, nawek nyin tarifo titala no, hani, ito okela. Ito okela de. Imalaf ka o discourse. Imalaf bolon konon koli ye nyinin ka ola. Ibe mune kela drong. Ngara silo lele. Nimboda jembina biro yella. Nimboda jembe kelaten. Uwe jumale sula. Afuela NPP nkole. Ikata biro le yele. Ikata NPP biro le yele. It's not our problem. So this thing makes sense to you people. Coming konga nyina adamala. Ntel nga focus na patiola programo lukan. We try ntelinyanta milkela nga woluke pour na patio be phone generate no la nyami. Ba ntela phone ninga generate nimbitala IEC na financial na treasury ikana financial report okele andunka nka independent auditor samana na minketel audit. Womari fanankalo na stage kanaka audit report o nyimfo. So thank God UDP mashallah UDP dingolu satu jada mawolu mane yabo wolu sali diba wolu sali masu wolu jenaba masu wolu Sadio Fati Haidara wolu Fatsen Sabali wolu ani mo kotangolu nyille ke bulo bule la jibo kono ila Gambia diya kano kan pour kake al continue wala stress free Mama Jali Diamond Lady Sumo Jali Bach Jali Aliu Asiata suo singo katitale wol be mun na molleti suo singo katitale wol be mun na molleti du karan del nga stress free we enjoy. Why should we follow kumolu minili alonko among an intel interest? Tukaral nga nyinala ala tuje sama fana sama samanin kuma kuta dole fana mina abe min fola alhali nya kasala alnga duwan na alfae anin delegation be bolanan kana tuba budu pour kana nyin conference sol aten nga duwa na alfalie fwesina kaira ye muru kaira nato mu minti nga min hame nato min hame fo ala se oke molye bari alteñum kuma kuntaw be jabino la ke basun kun kuma kuntaw alte be jabino la de ta be jabino la yamo so ala baraka la fa wala falale dron al nga focus ila tribal politics fail tale tribal political wo fail tale so saying what they can do is that to use other way be kala muneti wolon saying he will starting to provoke nintel fanal nga provocation oluke because ye kanla mol kan janne they have no shame. They should come out and apologize. But the shameless police IGP akaoku shift. So IGP iteleko UDP Yankuba Dabo ko Lamin Sise mi yalonko banku din kende abana fire kulu among criminal record soto ila molko wole kidota kanyilubu. Imam Malu Ablai Sanya Imam Sila. Iko ikana law. Ikafo ko ntelenga o fono na preliminary report ole o bondino nga ntelea fo when no woku master police la investigation kafo the so-called president sal spokesperson ye puru e finte ay journalist ol commande ayabulo when no woku master in ablay sanan stenyu yara ablay taman police do kuno. You surprise me. At least ite mu jidi leti ablay ite mu jidi leti barila deputy ni wole ya ke fansa for yes woman police do ko no because woman ke police wo mu zandal mary leti TSG he doesn't know the police that man show cautionary statement or voluntary statement or witness statement or will be kelate bulu problem only because tonya he doesn't know it. Although aneneketa zanda la station official tile but wo wato ikado ko karam police le bulu because amalgamation ole ketanu bring wo keta mo zanda mo doltata police doltata army atata police bar so manke police tide wala yatina lungu minalni anin journalist be interview akaw jagonol mil use han police o dol fama bije malong yes police ye jagon sotole but saying police they are not going under most of the training so those jargons malong police ka jargon use bakele nalia akalamutano wotumo police they have a radio communication set so no radio communication set ni te manke police ni police ni be communicate la isitara lorinje italon na ko fang istarita fang la ko mo fala italon because eka jargon fle use police ala own language sotole eka wolle use hani alphabetical letters police jargon le so eka all letters so bari fang lote ko alte nyin jargon understand la munatina you don't make it simple for the journalist to understand it but a fangoma understand the journalist ma wole long a fangoma lon ya safele ya diatela you know why il after disgrace la because he damon be jele man tara ila kute nyokono admin mim marata police la admin la wole bo be fenkela nyoka woka itandilal kon tele 40 albeti Ibrahima Ba aning Kinte IG Kinte min resign ta aning Jeng NPP la Jeng mimbe Angleterre ni lebota nyola university no e jointa police Ni Lebanon University, he joined the police. So they think that itel sago ba mimbe admin ate amutalka atele karanta nulu beti. So atele a deserve katara nyin position auto. So wole nyin saferoke kadi deputy IG la because he doesn't know it. Ata explain no la. But wolfanala intentional if the lafla no prate explain, they would have given that to a police officer. Me alonka bar read la ka explain no. Me alonka bar explain no la. But DIG Sota explain no la because he doesn't know it. TSG le manati. Amalong alkana blame. Amalonde. Ata explain no la le. So alio kango bela saying ye tribal sentiment use on UDP. It failed. It failed. Say kombatu. Be alleged like crime sollela. It failed. It failed of Fernando. We bounce back to them. Say question of Belarindami. Who killed Usenu Bojang? Because Usenu Bojang afata kido minna kido le jumal tam kido di kido la lansino juma abe jumale tola ye moto mi use jumal tam mototi jumal le moto use. Who was the taxi driver? Okay, Wolube man senea. So Alman Sonaka UDP apologize. Alman Yankuba Dabo apologize. Alman Fenki. Say kombatu. Nintatambe provoke lale. Sambal ba mwela because UDP nko dolbe kamfalale ebe baro jabila. Pali ujawara be kumandila. Pali ujawara abe kumandila because pali yalo ye jadama minke NIA. Jadama. Ameta NIA lede. Ameta J bage. Bari nyin security chief soul. Imaje Cham we Yankuba Drame singuchika. Yankuba Drame Cham yo singuchika. So so fana well after Ablai Sanyan singuchika, but it is very unfortunate because atele siata Ablaiti and no sobe contract level. Sobe contract level. But there is another soul. Mim fanam beje. And wo fanam be lafrin. So yena Ibrahim Abasoto. And you have a lot of graduates now, Minuli Alonko a graduator, and they are in the police. Immigration, found a boy, atema hani, I baroba maka habitanti. Say what a baila. Andumbe kumale fola legende. Police all bejele Minuli Alonko wolu man hani tara AIG ranko do follow e man futa nan follow de alo AIG wol dol wolmu decoration wol leti commissioner lom ranko dula dol fanal tundo dol beje wala police wol mugo wol lafta IG yalla police be durim ba kele de Ablai Sanya have a lot of pressure Ablai Sanya because ala doku no balialo amanke professionality nageta professionality no ate silala wala ate na sai makamballe ba koma he don't know what to do so pali wolube be la pali ufana be la frin CMC yalla CMC ate vana be la free walla because IG ate o ngabala signde alonne ko molbe jele favorite people will be jele. You send a request, Mustafa Suzo. Let me try to approve it. Mustafa, I'm trying to add you to Malam for Mbe Santore Mbe Nafonko Dumbe Duma. Okay. Mr. Suso.
Musa.
Now,
Kota Musa Abinyat.
Mbe Jandrom, bari be fresh rim bagel da Adama be Kamfale Kamal.
Adama wo kaintenga wala ko siya that lesa.
Okay, welcome. Iko after Mama Cham la kumo fola.
Yeah, Mama Cham. Hello, deputy CDS Mama Cham, and now the CDS. I made a Nimpalaso Nabalale because already Adama Nyolia promised le Kafuko, Ibakila deputy CDS to then he'll have taken a CDS till long time. This Mama Cham was in the army in 1994 after the takeover. Ya jamme le arrest turo nyol kata president nyol chonga nyol and this Jeng the security advisor now Abu Jeng Ayebe 5 mile 2 when I used to be the guard commander at mile 2 and then I was a corporal. They were at the confinement wing. So medical botaneering barracks nanata mile 2 because what mile 2 guard also was so horrible that until we didn't even have a guard room there. So ila vehicle parking, kuyang lonteng korget kuyang lonteng. So until kan lawo leton so susula ni mutol kambero le katarambulu kan lawo to for inata guard room lo around the female wing, so that the guard from the army, can be in that guard room. So from the beam to the wallet. Okay. So the medical botaneering camp, he will be escorted by the guard commander or the 2IC with the prison officer in charge of the confinement wing. So we go from one cell to another. All the military detainees that were there, all the security detainees that were there, one by one. Medical a problem or whether you need painkillers or you need an appointment to see a doctor in Banjul or whatsoever. So it's like every Thursday the medic will come, and so I can visit carry out, So then a moment long since then. Okay. But after Kabina and Mama Chambula, Imari and stayed in the army. He always, a frustrator in town, Yaje Dauda Intasabay Fimbaba Bulu Tijania Virdo Akatama Sinken sometimes made Dokamfa. Yeah. The late Kambi, Captain Kambi. Exactly. Kabrabe MRC, private security family sort of. As his comrade in the army, Aman Lafajila in such a situation, Wolenata Asabana Rinka Sambaje, Abeola security farmoto, so we are employed there. So Yagida, I am on media, the whole world is listening to me. No. Mr. Suso Mela Kumakundu, Kununta Fanga Odomandingo Follow, because I know about that. Ndafanga security farm there and can be only a talent do kola. Exactly. What security farm will have any Adama Fango connecting the no. You can go ahead. So me water akadoko ke kambile, so Turobe hotel auto as the chief security. Yeah. Delbe coalition okono as the head of the coalition security.
Yeah.
You know, Mije for covering Adama Imata president-elect. When Ndelnim Muhammad Kantenyol decided that, you know, during the inauguration of Adama Barrow at the stadium, you know, the stadium will be so crowded that, you know, we, the securities, you know, around Adama Barrow cannot control, you know, that crowd.
Yeah.
So we decided to initiate to bring in, you know, that some of the ex-soldiers whom we feel they are good, coming boldly in the army or in the police, you know, advantage like they can come in boldly amal right. So they are in town doing nothing. We can bring them. So what more, you know, we brought, you know, Muhammad Kante contacted so many of them. Then I was the head of close protection to President Barrow, as you know, as a security personnel. All the others were civilian politicians, emerged from different political parties. So you know, just you know, formal catering and dorong, ibe Adama protect la nyaming and all those things. So when these people come, the ex-security men, you know, so you know that is 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒏 kata 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒏 and you know Sambu Barrow nyol, Saidy kan nyol, you know, so many of them they came. And Kabrin Turonata, Barrow and Tenin Lamin Sise also is one of the security chiefs, you know, in the coalition.
Is it that,
you know? So Atelebe right now at the National Assembly as the, I think, head of security there.
NPP Nkonyi.
Malum Fosaya Namira Sabe NPP, but you know he was the he was a UDP security. Okay. You know, because UDP la security, Doela security, you know, so we like Kafunyo Madoro Keke, you know, security, you know, unity, you know, in the coalition. So, but right now he's working at the National Assembly. Yeah, yeah. So, Beolto, coming yet through Kabring Adama Diamutan Lamin Sise through La Kuola. So ako, you know, I experience it, you know, Allah Shidokoke, he will be able to give you advice, you know, and all those things. You know, and then in throw a dokokele, you know, in the presidential gap, you know, during the time of Jawara. Yeah. So Kabrabe, you know, ADC Yala, you know, Fab Keta presidential guard commander, you know. So not to roll on back and Nakebalo, we are, you know, we are all in the gendarmerie. So another advantage in nothing. So, you know, Adama because of that relation, you know, nothing. So Mbije Mama Cham was coming there at that gate at TAF constantly. He spoke to me passionately, Kaiko, you know, never ex, you know, army officiality. So who can I talk to here? You know, after the Amula throw in the, you know, at the Amta throw a throw Kaiko, anyhow, Mollebe Baro Balamelialo. Maybe, you know, the other guy is a army personnel, as he came on, Yalong, Ibediamula Woliene. So, Wolsi connection on that here, and then not assign and Lincoln Beokelare, Ibamira, you know, I'm trying to. So, he finally spoke to me. He came and said to me, Mustafa, Nkaiko, yes, you know, Nkaiko, Nkaiko captain, you know, Akonye, yes, Nkaiko in the army, yeah. I used to see you, you know, at mile 2 when you are on detention. So I used to be there when I was a lance corporal and also a corporal. You know, I used to be guard commander. So now the army, you know, okay, my brother, you know, the phone, you know, Bella Fidim Puraling, absorbed in the, you know, ex-servicemen and all those things, you know. In telling a Mama Cham found Markway, passionately Purai na Woodulato. You know, so Mama Cham not a jail, you know, for the security advisor Jeng be train la Fajara barracks Jeng ñol in tribal line in Atawola in the security in the police that Mohammed Njai you know amun he was a soldier but abenum Fajara barracks le ngamiran daw Njai do malom fabe UK le sai fabe US chande ba I don't know but ndaw Njai do malom so Ndaw Njai was the commander in the army. You know, so Mamad Nim Press Janye Nati as the commander of the gendarmerie. You know, ye Mamad Njai Nati as his deputy.
Okay.
What tomorrow wole ning Abubakar Jeng Jeng security advisor Atelia through that, you know, tribal connection, Nati, he trained as a cadet ASP.
Cadet ASP, yeah.
Cadet ASP at the Fajara barracks. Yeah, Sinkalol be Jamfaring, you know, Hariboro Abukano. Detalole Nabe Boro Bagavaiko, Itako after Killa Cadet ASP, you cannot even wrong. Look at your this niece. You know, how can you be an officer? You know, so even when he was detained there and all those things. So Nimbina service all at moment, we were couples already. So
he was and then I teaching for one of the schools. Gambia High Lomba for Mundo, you know. I teaching for Abuja.
Yeah, Abinatu moment the service over 8 telephone. He was over 8, you know, just because he have connection with this, you know, Morinja and others. So Ibajela ko yalo mo inata dulato nyamenna, you know. It phone call ne ko nyil they cannot ibela interest le normal it banko la interest gibela because it will be not a nyaming in the system
request king join in the
ibe not a nyaming in the system you know was not even right in the first place so you know the lubi wole be not in the system so Mamat Njai you know me yalon ko army bula from captain rank you know Asita more than 15 good years. Amando okay. You know, Kabriya Jamea Bula prison, Amando okay, Abe Cambinyol Noma in the security, private security firm. Yena na Wonati, you know, in the army, you know, Yari end state, you give him a general rank, from captain to general rank, after 15 years of not being in active service. After 15 years of not being in active service, and when he was leaving, he was a captain. You know, ite wonati doro ye brigadier general D1. You know, that's it. He should have been a major, and a lieutenant colonel, a colonel. You know, then you come to So how many ranks? He have never got the experience of those ranks. You know. After 15 years, and the army is always the young officers, they're always learning new things. You know, in that 15 years, you know, how many army columns like, you know, at a Mr. Menna, you know, the younger ones we are learning it. Nite on at a brigadier general dial, you know, be kana okay CDS. Sane army be fail la, mbena army jela be duna kuto me you know, Gambiano found be surprise. Nimente ni make CDS drame ye reformation or make army. Mama bina babeti nyala.
Of course.
Yeah. Very soon you will see the army go into political, you know, bigotry. You know, they will be abusing their rights. They will be doing illegal things. You know, fente because they are, you know, the command is totally, you know,
a divided army as well.
Yeah. So now and you know, I'll be vindicated as time, you know, as time comes. You know, because I know actually that man is not fit for that position. Yeah. So I only hope the defense minister will be able to stand, you know, and make sure that, you know, the army doesn't go back to it, you know, to, you know, associate themselves with political, you know, to be used as a political tool, you know, because Niaje, Adama Barrow, among Hanyu UDP la. But the problem is, Adama abe security le use can as a tool, the PRU, that is the IGP and the PRU, abe only use can as a tool to victimize UDP, Puruka UDP, then and all those things. But politically, and any other at the phone yalonko, Aman succeed no what. Now he is using the PRU and the IGP, Puruka, as a political tool, Puruka UDP ta Puruka world dendi. So wala nanko ko Adama, amalla la political la nilate la political la kanale cleanly. Inimole tara on the battlefield, nga battle on the political line cleanly, securities let them be neutral, it cannot, don't use them. But ni agent la security be, ite an IGP, Inspector General of Police, ite ko ite la capabilities lay futandi up to that rank, a politician can use anyhow, this is just crazy. We have the biggest democracy here in America, in America. So, but Mobuka will use no, because, they have the police yella right lone, they know their functions, no matter what, you are being the president or any other thing, you cannot use a security officer in. As security officer, they give respect to each and everyone who lives in this country. Even though you commit a crime, when they come to you, they come with respect, and all those things. By the time they approach you, you come to, you are happy the way they approach you. But this is not what is happening in Gambia. In Bajika, the police is being used, they're brutalizing, oppositions and trying to suppress them, trying to frustrate them in the political arena. We're seeing all those things. So definitely, it's a concern for Gambia.
Mr. Suso. Ntenga take for about, because Gambian ol kuma stale bafo kanko, they should arm our police, na police olu inyante arm lale, which is very true. But itela miroto. Fonte la police be nyam intending, la paral kama nyam intending. Fo nyandaka kido di wolale ba, every police officer should be armed in that country.
No, that will be the worst mistake Gambians will ever advocate for, and if it is done, that will be the worst mistake that the IGP will do, or the Ministry of Interior. Yalong police officers, so Yalong Gambia, especially this police intervention unit. This police intervention unit, Yalong Nil, komi ibe fenne fokan jang the TSG, Tactical Support Group. This was, this was not proposed for the police to recruit people and bring them, into that unit and all those things. No, this was the gendarmerie. The gendarmerie that was dissolved. After the gendarmerie after it the Confederate got finished. So the gendarmerie unit was divided into two. Those who wants to go to the army, that's where I fall. We went to the army, so the others were amalgamated into the police. We were amalgamated into the army. As a soldier,
so was amalgamated police
to the police. So saying those who were amalgamated to the police, now the police intervention unit. So in case there is a problem where the armed securities should go, that is the army, they will force send the intervention unit, because they have the military experience, they have the police experience. They can open a case file, they can charge somebody in the court, and all those things, but they also deal with arms. Because in the gendarmerie, it's just like an armed police, just like how Senegal is. So they operate so many assault rifles like AK-47, the pistol, the D2, Mark IV Fang War, it's like that was there since the time of the Philly Force, and Mark, there was Mark, and Mass Mark IV was part of the police, police on the cast. So the PRU was purposely for the gendarmerie that was amalgamated into the police, So we both knowledge totally on the police side and the military side. So Ibajel Kabring Woketa, BK Jata from the gendarmerie was then the RSM, the regimental sergeant major of that unit. I think now he's in UK or I think in UK or something like that.
100 Denmark level.
Okay, something like that. Yeah. So wole unit of follow, but it's saying after that for Jama Baye for no Wolkono Jama Babije, even the finance thing, Edu Gomez Edu men beri tata cam membije right now. Wolbe mundela bad medleti in the gendarmerie, they were all gendarmes. So the police cannot be armed, that intervention unit, they are now training from the police sometimes, 3 months long. He cannot, a whole body. They cannot. No, I'm sorry, Musa. Yalo mome yalonko. Food drill. Ninko food drill. Moja matalo na civiliano. Wolon police. Sojalo la macho. Aning police la macho. Aning alka. Albita crowd disperse like nyaming and womu crowd control it and all those things. Ni memma wokeno properly. It is not even safe to arm and ammunition the wall. And most of these people, they are trigger happy. Trigger happy, they are always hesitating to pull a trigger and say that I have shoot a gun today. So they can, it'll be member to look, the alert, anybody who do this, I might give you order to shoot. Neatly, I might give you the order to shoot. They are already ready to shoot. So need a kiddo di wala moment malon ko email drills found complete, no email training complete. They don't know nothing. Absolutely. Need a kiddo di wala like wole crowd, it a tiaga so damba, nilkatara happy in the puruka, start katiaga so all that they want is to go and see, to go and sit in the attire boo. Boy kabrindenga tiaga so mama ndi wokam boy ngaka nyale kono kita ten. So ite amira a trade security personnel is happy to be dealing with citizens like that, and after which you can go and sit in a VU and explaining all those things, that is trigger happiness. You're not doing it to protect the people. You're not doing it to give the country the required security. You do so. Need a kido di wala me aloko arm and ammunition wokamole fa. You're not even talking of blanco here. Arming them. Ibe follow like a mole fa. It'll found them ma found be follow like a nyofa because memu. Ibe tala sirine ila kido be buldola kido babul albe on standby. Ibe trune la kido la ye negligent discard keje. Ye la call it ya fa. We've seen that happen. In the mistakenly even in the gendarmerie. Then they did. They going with live ammunitions. With arms. Sometimes he can end the mob end cause la negligent discharge, unknowing to him. So need everybody in parallel right now, it'll found that Makono ibetulanyo blow la jail, And secondly, if they go to the crowd, they will be trigger happy. They want to use those bullets, live bullets, on the civilian in the crowd, So it is not good for them. They didn't get the required, training for them to be armed in the public like the US, police are right now, or in Europe there where you are, or even in Senegal, the gendarmerie, they go with live rounds and all those things, but Ibukaje, they carry out shooting it. But if they arm this intervention right now, that will be the worst mistake, Gambians will ever approve.
Okay. Yalo nako sign police foreman training school or sort of.
Look at that. I used to know their training school at Banjulunding around the airport.
Anti-crime level auto sign. Anti-crime wallet.
Look at that.
That's where the anti-crime is. Wala atina police buka training gets so ika more than tangolu minuluta ike attach to various sections. So ika tara jelo drone, ika tara cool mukul makala ke karandi cool la drone, but they don't go for basic trainings.
This is just crazy. This is just crazy.
So imagine. Mune aduna so police kata ika warrant kato soto ika police la batino and everything be soto ika taxi luta ika ta bitikiti olu noka ika olu threaten ika foko nika malum mbuso wala taba ika kodi jama busi or like they go to different for civilian ol fangol ke arrest ke muta ke hand over to the police for stealing. So you all baker they are not near nyininka ngamera police e modo mutajane around wo manjay ma fangolo fo Joshua ma fangolo ma biria mari mura police ole muno in fact the guy is going on the training abitakan training so ya attached to malo which section in the police so abitakan amala initial training ke follow but they give him a warrant card.
Look at that. How can you give somebody a warrant card who is going on the training? So, that is what will happen, if somebody is not trained to the level, where you can entrust the person arm and ammunition, the moment you arm him or you facilitate anything, you equip him with anything, whether a warrant card, or a police ID, or how to call it, a batin, or sometimes even they have their ordinary uniform in their houses. They will put it on, while they don't have anything, and they go for on-call mission. On-call mission, a mission that is not called for. They will go and threaten civilian. Hey, this is Gambia nyanta tambila nyinale. Tambila nyinale. Police oye wuli dorong, moye wuli doro yela police ni o yela waran kake la poso kono doro ikata shopkeeper noma, ikata mall noma, ikata ndongol noma, ikafu, ye tie join all le muta wol bulu and all those things. So ite amira wol yibe ka woke just because they have a warrant. How about if you arm them with a pistol with live round? Because I have my personal weapon. Ikafu always take care of your darling. Take care of your darling. Strip your weapon. Clean it. Assemble it. Every morning you have to do that. You oil it. You assemble it. I have a pistol and I have this thing. How to call it? I have AK, AK in my house. What more, mbekampoto yamaton. So I have all these things. Nimbita sere kundan deka pistulo talen kanda 9 rounds or beka kono, nga soti na kurto kono nganda dendiko jindiaka, nkata kachala le vuto, why I am armed. But there is no person will even be lucky to see that arm on me. Much more than to katabiti kiol no make up. So I need what the police will sign, if you come they will end up going to my too because they are going to use it on civilians.
Tell me there is total discipline.
Total discipline because Memo Musa until 1 year 2 months like at the training school, Until latale, yes sir, no sir, ye wuli dorong kabriyentel yenna siol di molla. Yenna banyanol di molla kurti sutul nin wadendi kon ka treatment. Kabriye wol di molla. Yago ngamune start. Yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir for 1 good month. No talking, no drill, no nothing. Ye wuli dorong, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir. Ikanyinkele for 1 month. Because niye kumandije nila senior ye kumandije ikai ko nam is a problem. Ika find yes sir. So ndetatale, ntel trentale mbotaje nata fenkoto. nata food drill. Food drill, you know, wolong, you know, yena ibafole, you know, standard ice, ikaketen, attention, tendon, you know, one foot, you know, your right foot up, left foot strong on the ground, bend your right foot up, you know, 90 degrees and bang it. You know, ika ofanankele 1 month, you know, you know, jania follow come, you know, to swing your arms, you know, jania follow kawoke. You know, so until that 1 year, 2 months mbetrenka. So ebe kido deal until that moment na phone bita firing at the range. My brother, you know what you can tell Bulale phone after 6 months confinement. 6 month confinement. You know. We are at the Fajara barracks, you know, Mbuka Hani Finti, Hani Road in town. All that we are doing is our food drills, you know, and you know, I told you, fatigue, you know, Nyama Sopo, Campo Toka, Campo Seneandi, and all those things, only inside. What more not the road running, you know, to go in the streets of Bakau, Kata, you know, Sunwing to Mankol Konoka, Bodije for Denton Bridge, you know, Ka first man go from Denton Bridge to Fajara barracks, you know. Yage, wo form buka, you know, buka informo haninka bin katara, but ika military boots le di mola, combat boots, so that sinusi dalala, you know. So until ni sering modu ben moikan, he's the defense minister, he's my badmate, you know. So until nga work, you know, unko 1 year to until bita weekend all at moment na first weekend. Wala imben na korna kono base. Hanindo manyo ni kumanding kafo ni yesa. Bila indalta yesa ala, you know. Nini fama fama bedi amka yesa. Nini momot bedi amka yesa. E kafo ni he. Bari te wo kay ngalo yesa fo mu be muso jarot. Yeah.
Okay,
so need intervention take all train 2 months. They don't even have a training school. You know, so how comes that those people will be how to call it a trustworthy security personnel to be armed in public? This is why you can gas in Nimfenko Membeje, you know.
Mr. Yeah, let's go back to Baro, because Baro you were serving as his personal aide, personal protecting personality, security officer. So Baro, the newest billionaire in Gambia. Baro. Baro la coordinator Yarambamba. Enena tata jeleba.
Yarambamba, yes. Janninga moved to Kabrabe imagining as president-elect. Even Hanikabring UDPR Atombo as a flag bearer.
I bring a manke president-elect. Bring UDPR Tombong as the flag bearer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can
you
describe ala Cornala standard venunyami?
Oh, baro la bunkono wotumo you know, stand fan wole bije stand fan stand fan me yalon ko nyin 350 stand fan wole bije, you know, and nka wole foy ika men ko jimindi ya ko tilindi te ya fenke nintel fenke to baro be image la to moment na president elect fong fat si le nata ka fenko fix, you know, wole fong nata ka airport fix mole ala bunkono pour, you know, delegation me kana, you know, ka konto because all mo je ka kande. So ala koma ala boy, you know, koma boy sol be steering daming, you know, adingol nimfeko, you know. So obviously nde nimbaro ka fu mole kodo bate bulule nung, you know, barola moton tele ka push moton di malo fo
baroko janna, because I also state out la koyo Janate ako ate Janate bekela president found siraul member la bunkono wo siraul le state house siraul muna siran si palbenu
ngo yalom baro de malum fo kun cham tolom ba malo ngamo le kate laftata la nu ki jolale, you know, Janate ke president hotela majum sam. I don't know what indema yamira kungo problem otala ba
korda akay korda do san kanifing ay makata bay another kote ay majum finansam.
I cannot just understand. Majum baroe majum sanga bekela after he becomes a president. Aya sam molla kodolla Barrow didn't own Majum. He didn't own Majum before he becomes, the UDP candidate. He didn't have any other compound before apart from Yarambamba. So, Akanyim for Mole, is unfounded. That's not true. Let him produce the documents. I have some these are all on records. Some time some member, tell us the name of the person, documentation of Intindi well before you become president-elect and all those things to make people believe that. So, this is very easy to justify. Baroka membe for Abema Ketonya. Gambia la commentel as millionaire. He said what? Million. Before he become Baro hani gaso el songo for abuka soto no kabrabe maju. Abekela billionaire. When did he become a billionaire? With UDP funding. Baro hani gaso el for abuka sanga anko ala o moto ni untele ka push. Ndele ka push. Push mutak. Okay. Saying okay ala korda kono in young Yarambamba mune bunsi famo how many bedroom le benunje? Is it a self-contained or no? Barola Yarambamba korda bedroom fulale bi anin kitchen on salo 2 bedrooms anin kitchen anin salo. So Sadio Mbalo Bejan, Fatou Mbalo Bejan, and Fatou Barbaro Bejan, the found a salon. Yeah. Ni dunta on ni dunta ning korda kono la idunta salo kono on the left on the right. On the right. Bedroom do bije. Corridor on the bedroom be on the right. Ni data, far ni data nyato demanding another bedroom bije wolom baro fon la bedroom. So on the left ikadunning bunda bije ikadunning wolla salo teng salinding. So salo e komala membe tilinding second bedroom mola. Bunda bije wanyo ni salo tema teng bunda bije. So ndenga wole jeje salo wanyo 2 bedrooms. Okay. 2 bedrooms. Okay. So ndenga wole jeje so ndema baro nimbaro pate mu million yal ala koma de boys quarters wala koma le ngaji de is it 2 or 3 yeah 2 bedrooms 2 bedroom boys quarters bijele anim pompo koma but that's what I see. I hope boys quarters get single room all long they are single. So Baro was living like the mol ki kan jele sainteng pour ka kordani bari ala mol fanta lonna be mol jela jele mil bitala ji bari wol camera be tarle balale be kordani na fonko lafta lonna la kordani be nyaminu already wo mol wututale italo na lunjumale be futale man nak ngalon ko be kibaro futandilale bari laftale pour ifangol ya long mol fanal bitala ila manka mankunda yalo sa famala korda jeda da kule. So see this barinko ninko do be baro bulunu muna atina batuta faketa president electi pour ala campagne la moto fon wo santa after kita muna nate mam moto luxurious car soto of his own me yalo ko kabe UDP ata they would farm him with all those things yalo baro ka be for mole is very baro infinity fana. Well, that was after the 750 another boja ka fali land lela so being kotoma nyininka wala Saddam. That was after he becomes UDP candidate. UDP selected him as a candidate. That was not before. Before barola moto molka pusle. Nimbe bola atodu. Lawyer Dabo Nyola sitting to Banjum, especially the Kalama Revolution Day. Lumena parallel more attack at the carnifing at their Fenko to Jeko Morte Tambila because we were chanting, we want Solo Sunday dead or alive. What more baroning Lamin Cham, aning deputy party leader, Itelebe Barola Motokono, when they just went through the cooperative way to go, Barola Moto found, Abuka Hani Dinkola. It was very close to the ground. Nabunta Dinko Konekala Sokop Sobal Mole Moto Dingolonte. So obviously, I don't know Baroka Muleate, he was a millionaire. Now let him bring the proofs. Kafoko, Nganin Sanne, Ngamajum Sanne, well before, Akaitol Fele, let them not go and, forge anything. Let them confirm, let them consult those people. Kafoko, before Yaram Bamba, 3 compound. I will be not more lie, some mintole, Alcajoma lay wafama, ebe mintole. Let him tell Baro, Yalom Baro, I don't know. Baro is a liar. Wulia Folano.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Suso.
Yeah, he's a liar. Wulia Folano.
Mr. Suso. So, Mbemina, okay. Yalong, Baro, ite alone, you are close to him.
Yeah.
That time, albe sutiarim barola, albe baro bala. Aka mol minu la korda manejaye because nga kalamutale ko biring akabe lola presde yala biri ya select dro mo jama bije ima hani yela property busala.
Yeah.
Yo andu birabe campaigno kela wolu jama bije ma fasa.
Yeah.
Ye fango distant dia alale.
Yeah.
So bari biringa ganyeta dolu beje ani wol nata fenke baake because ku jama tambita ni tema. Yes. Yeah. Barola personal account akawole use no kanyilla kodol kit.
Yeah.
Yo wo account odo kodi jamale ka dunje. Because dol beje wolka 1 year jole.
Yeah.
Dol beje wolka 1 year jole. Dol beje they will pay maybe 6 months. Dol beje they will pay 3 months. Dol beje 1 month. So na akawo kodo bela nyokane ay na nyimolu na ila kodo dila te fangala commissioner so ala account do kodo jamale kataraje bar kodo nyimmankate tati so wo wato lomu akanyin cham birin kambi woli ela security farm ni londi because cham man do ku sote balo fatae otuma be muriti yala tasabi baka tara kango petit baba bulani nyinjo siramba wala katara dakon so ya natina pura because one fama ya mudal ko kambi be tonya dula alma ne monin kafaro kala wali ya mudal ko he was going out of line. So wali ya sambana so biri ya sambana ni coming ni la tella company be dulal milto hotel ta ni dulal to tendi jani be jola ya tere la jowato sita nyindol men kodo di la folo aka baro funu kodola na baro fu kodola eta yela molu jo ni la company e jo ifanale na barola kodo murundama baro manke no barola kodo tide minu la kordal be karfarim baroka kodo bondi wo account ole to akadini so ani chame ni relationship ole bill so biring sering fenkenada fai ndi former defense minister
thank you
Kumba ikawa Nigeria thank you I forgot the name okay Mr. From Banjul wo biri wonata yalong biri masane kinte benunje as CDS wo malla ane kintela ani drame bar ko nata likle so ya masane samba Cuba biri masane Cuba pour ka drame bondi ka bay wo fanan yalong ko diamo be siala le andundi army is so fragile so nata drame bulaje
so nganaje Musa hold on de nganaje yaje kabring decision obekela inyanta jomale kela CDST on the Barrow regime this was a discussion Khalifa Sallah Barrow myself Lamin Cisse so ndele ko Khalifa e ko ndele lot ye men decide no wolon Serigne Modou Ndiaye Conte, I know Serigne Modou personally, he's my batchmate. Ndenga Serigne Modou long kabrin base Nasir Ahmadiyya High School. ndeni sering be wolto base nde am from Mansajan sering be base nga nyolong kabring jele so ndenga sering lon ngala yonga brother long kabring base fon nata join in the gendarmerie is my batchmate so the end nde lenga course ke nyola officer course ke nyola then he was at the State House attending Per Gomez, the late Per Gomez. The NCO's course, the officer course. Then they went to talk. So I know Sering Modu very well. He can be a good CDS under normal circumstances. Okay. But right now he cannot be a CDS. In Atafenke Fana for Salif Bojang, then he was at Farafenye at a little bit responsible in border Lieutenant Colonel Salif Bojang. Salif also can make a good CDS, but they are he is loyal to us. I am all Marco Bakele, but still now, they cannot make a good CDS on the barrow right now. You know why? Because we are going to go through security reforms. So you need somebody who already got the experience of being a CDS, and the position will not be new to him anymore. So he already knows what he is going to do. So now the reforms, he would be very much instrumental in the reforms. So, but if you bring somebody, the position is new to him. That's another challenge, and the security reform is going to be, more complicated on his side. So that would be too much on that guy. So this is why both Serimodo and Salif cannot make a good CDS right now. So we need somebody, who. So now, mbeme recognize knowledge, as head of security for, and as with my experience in the army, Masane Kinte. Masane is the only officer. May CDS Yaki and then among alleged into any coup, more than a level any other thing, and he's a man of action. I know how he trained Delenga in the army, but he went through Masane trained in 1990 or 91, something like that. So Nalone, what he went through, a la competency, and he is not a ceremonial soldier, he's a, so he have been a CDS, so he is trustworthy. So Ninga Nati, he will. Then Masani was at Cuba. So what more you make point. This is why we need security experts like you. I'm not an expert, but through my experience, I think we will consult him. So you must have a consultant. So any move ning fali for bakila, as to Masane, Akafonyen. Hani Masane be bola to moment na Cuba kana barola, Kalindiro to Dakar, Mota Kalamale, I baro bula Dakar, Senegal, Atenata through land, through the borders, Kanani Baral and all those things. Men Yantatala Benduna, Motor Mil Be Yantatala, economic Wotumonte, I was the one in charge of the economic in the State House. Intelenga economic doing the State House with the then CDS, and in a major Meltara State House, Jamila time, that is used for Jamme, Major Jallo, Major Gilbert, and they were 4 in number actually. So, but Kabrinata, Mansong ye direct link sort of with the economic. So I was, Mukasong economic ye Hanila Domoro Domo, Mukasong, so Ndelenga economic, Ndelenga State House, Ndelenga Dundije, Ndelenga Giaje, Ndelenga Samba round, Beber and Ndelenga advice Kafko days, any arm and ammunition in the State House, during Jamme's time, they should move them all to the barracks. Let them not leave it. So Ndeleni kata around, Puruka Banjun study, Kabanjula terrain give have a nyaming so that they can be acquainted, with Banjul and ala in and out. Ila domoro found delicata sanka nati, though in Indomorol natale, but coming subol thing and all those things, telekata, abattoir ngani sofa nganati and all those things,
Okay.
So when that afu gaso ya jame wole ni mendunta wo state house ko no be fala le adunta yena bunda nyindele ngayele. I'm the one who opened that door with the economic commander and the intelligent had a CJ kajibe nganda life sacrifice kajibe whether that is true or not. For Jamela bedroom, fala laron koto everything in all the state house.
Yeah.
To prove to Gambians that there is no gas in the air conditioning system and everything.
Okay. Sai, wato Mr. Suso.
Yeah.
Inala muso la rapo benyadi la hadamaya anal telu benyadi wato.
Yeah, Fadbani Sadio Mbalo. Sadio was a very calm somebody. Ate abuka interfere bake mola security dokoto, but Fatuba was very she was everywhere. She wanted to be everywhere, until Nika contacts to dame wolong in the kitchen domoroto coming wotumo this lady in UDP Brika Mankoni wole katabiroke.
Okay. Fatu Jawara.
No. I forgot the Brika Mankolonde.
Okay.
So wole katabiroke. Faduba always want to come and see, Boli Jellebe Bola for the securities, Barola Domoro, Nyantakela Mintole, Atelebe Barola Domoro, Sambala, and all those things. All the time, she always want to, isolate Sadio Mbalo, and all those things. So Atekalafi Menna, Kuruntel Benga Sadio ignore, you see. So, whatever dealings we have to do with the family, we deal with her directly and all. Then I'm not, on that side. Albe mwala musoleti. So nintenga hajo soto momo bala, I would speak to you directly. Ninga momo tara in the kitchen, I would, request my food from you or the security food. So, they nabuka associate back. Even though, she knows that I'm from Basse. I know that she is from Basse and all those things. But in terms of rapport from Itaran because all that I was concerned was Barrow's security, in and out of his residence, So that's what I was more concentrated on, And if he is at his residence, the protection of him and all the family and anybody within, in that compound, So I was so busy that I don't deal with the wives too much. But cooking all along, Fatba Baro one all the drinks, delegation all kamenati kontondiro drink all ning ika gift sol menati, everything will be in her room, in Brewfoot, anybody who want drink, he'll after case jellela, he'll after attire will be at Eleka Muta for the securities and Mohomel Kana group sol Kataraje, sometimes Molkana, Jalol Kana, Ikatulung KJ and all those things, they sit there, they drink attire with us, Ika Konto Batuje Domoro Kake. So Nimol Bidaka drink all fintin, Akalaf iwol be katara la bunkono le Sadio Mbalo la bunkono fembu katara she always want Sadio not to be active in anything. People can always disregard her. So whatever you ask for, go to her and ask her, we want 2 crates of drink for that group there. We want attire, the securities, this. She want to take control of everything. She was that type of person.
Mr. Suso, what time I'll tell volunteer that a very risk job we all know what security at that time is.
Yeah.
When Jammeh was there, because the army, there was a lot of people loyal to Jammeh. Yeah. Number 2, you have the junglers.
Yeah.
Only junglers. How do you people maneuver with those people?
Yeah, Jongla Soul were a big problem, especially when Barrow was at Brufut at the TAF complex. They always have their patrol coming, going in and out of that area, and they have a checkpoint immediately. You come from the you descend from the TAF TAF residence, and you on the highway. You know, after the residence on the highway, they have a checkpoint there. So this checkpoint was purposely mounted by the junglers, you know, from the State House. I mean, from the State House, you know, just to intimidate, you know, the Barrow delegates who are going to see Barrow and who are coming back from seeing Barrow, and the security personnel who are going, you know, up and down, you know, that road. So they are purposely to intimidate people, you know, and not only to intimidate us, but you know, whatever directive they might have to be able to, you know, assassinate Barrow or any other thing, you know, they were maneuvering their way, you know, to carry out those, you know, things. But the problem is why we were safe is because of Buhari, the president of Nigeria, who spoke to Jammeh personally and told him that, you know, you are a security personnel, I'm a security personnel, more of a security personnel than you are. Anything that happens to Barrow and his team, you're gonna deal with me directly. I will not hesitate to tell you that. You know, anything that happened to that man and his team, you're gonna deal with me directly. You know, I'm not gonna listen to anybody on that. You know, you are going to pay a high price for that. So wole entel phone protect domandi wole na jongula sol bukabuli dorong, you know, you think. So ibajila there was a day ntel fintitale mbitakan nte Mansa Sumare Ibrahim Sane me yalon ko adunda nyim passport fenko to men contesta for no alliance brikama. Yeah. Ibrahim Sane.
Okay. So was part of.
Yeah, he was a security in the coalition. Yeah. Okay. Very, 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 very good boy. You know, he's very active. Definitely, nobody can pay them. A lifeless sacrifice for Barrow.
So how about, because I'll tell you there are some private securities who came from Senegal.
Yeah, those are the force security firm that came to protect Barrow with us. But they were malfo. It have something to do with this Kalilu. I don't know what. You know. Okay. So Wole would negotiate. Kajeko, you know, we will give you securities. They are from a security firm in Senegal. They are all ex-soldiers. They are well trained, you know, but they no more serving. But now they're serving in a private security firm. So yeah, 15 of them, Lenati, 15 of them. Okay. You know, so Kabrinata, when they were coming, you know, through Karang, you know, Kananim Barala, you know, if you know, then let her take come, you know, but they dress like coming in by follow, you know, you can have to fenke balke kaunla, you know, so ngebe fenke wall transport wala nyama fula, you know, while they were having ila kaki uniform or security firm uniform, kabri futata jana yarambamba, you know, so you know, we let them dress. So you know, inteni mitino sort of with Lamin Sise, they introduce themselves, you know, Barofana yela kuo for Mole, you know, they introduce themselves, you know, so after another security bendi, you know, and I introduced these people to them that, you know, they here to work with us. But ngamen for eko, you know, until we dealing with a dictator and he has a group that is called the Jonglers. You people might not know. Even some of this coalition security, the civilians, they don't know. So I'm the one who know them. Personal, because I was in the army with them. Sana Manjan used to be, Sana Manjan you'll kabri pass out a whole kakin, he will kata hinte gapo so tole. He was a private, he used to be my sentryman and all those things. Bora, Kolinyol, you know, all these people, you know, these people, you know.
Allah was teoje, altella taro barobala that time. Al nenega financial problems sotoleba.
Until Nimbeke, for Baro Maita president elect, until Nenema one butu soto as a salary. You know, as a token given to us. The only thing we got is, you know, well before we go for the tour, the countrywide tour when he was coalition, Kodo Membotanar in diaspora, Fatmata Tambajang Nata Kodo di Molan Tata NRP office on at the Westfield at their political bureau, you know. So, you know, Fenko Lesanta ye Suto Lesang, you know. So men nyanta suto sotola because nga security tala like political parties leaders all momonding ila bodyguard, you know, and ala 2IC. Then nata intelligent unit soto melialonko, they will not put on any suit, they will not put on any other thing, they will just be within the crowd, you know, yetaraje komi mo melialonko itel fanamde la moikang, you know, but they will be within the crowd, you know, listening because ninjongula sol lebenyol. So nata fenko do soto je sectional do soto je melialonko wol lebekela, you know, advanced team ti, you know. So na wol be fenke o nyama so nata je ko nyindol si sutol sotono nyindol, you know, so nata je na momo I think 1,200 less soto or 900 something like that, you know. That was the only time they gave us the money. 1,200 I think, yeah, 1,200 ye wodi momo la le, yeah, puru, you know, Fatumata Tambajang.
And do you people sign a document?
Yeah, we all sign.
Okay, and
we all sign.
Trapsutol fanal farmata tambajane o fanandial.
Ha, wol sandim kolale ye wol nati, you know. So Kabria the security.
Was Halifa aware of those things? What your role in Trapsutol?
At that time, no, I didn't start to interact with Halifa too much because, you know, the thing just you know, started. So, you know, it was only Fatumata Tambajang, you know, who, but Halifa knows that, you know, we have a security unit, how, you know, how we...
Okay, because you told me, this is, I'm interested in this point, because about diaspora money, GDF, because Barola nomination or the same GDF sponsored that nomination, and then Saidy GDF Kodo Fananata. It was Fatmata Tambajang the financial controller at that time?
Yeah, Fatmata was in charge. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Atele Kodo di Mola, you know, covering a number of securities file, you know, ako okay. Momo sinin soto no, you know, alko animum nata sudol nin samato fanam file, you know. So if you know, ye dantan nesang, I don't know, 18 or 21 suits, something like that. But not more than 25 though. You know, Samatol Fanang we are less than the suits, you know, so you know, Nimmen Kunta Menna because Najibe Nko advanced team, you know, and the close protection, you know. So you know, Wolnyanta under the close protection, you know, to the political leaders, political party leaders should also be having so Masutol be Wollen. So people like me, you know, who are coordinating everything. So because it's not enough, so I decided, but what Montel Dollar own should all them bulle. So you know, black. Okay. So obviously I have to use that.
Fonko. When ya jambe nata realize ko Senegalese security natale yari inata press release of bondika and ko wolbe banko can illegally they should go out.
Yeah, they came to know that because they were putting on khaki uniforms, you know. So ikawole dung, we, you know, meaning yeah, nini molbe coming barokata salola different jumolto and all those things. So nimbaro vita jumamento, they always there, trying to see who are so in ataje ko wall, coming nimolbe barobala, ila accent is like Senegalese accent or something like that. So in Atavoko, we have private ngafenko atolu nga mercenary soul wollebe baro guide camp. There are mercenaries who are not even Gambians. Wollebe baro guide camp. So nga mercenaries soul le hire naring from Freetown and in atolu how to call it. This place, how to call it, Liberia, wol Melie, wol KJ, so wol lebe baro protect kang, so Italiajele ko wol ning armed so long. While those they were not armed, to be honest, but they thought that they were armed. Pistol be bulle or sure. So they said they came illegally, so those people will have to go out. So that was the time they came with that press release, but that didn't stop those people. It didn't go out.
So okay, because
but at a certain point they were kind of scared. They were kind of scared. So now, they don't coming and divide into two. Like saving like a finti with us, saving will be back home. Saving will be back home. So the following day, those who were at the residence will also go, and those who went, will stay. So after an attack, Wolinyama 4 2 moment na Barota ata Jana, Barota ata Senegal anata, Cabranata he came with the economic, and then economic led those people to go. So what more they were relief, those people they went. So yeah.
So, Barisai, okay, we learned that Allah security fanal kono there was a time pro alpha on la protection or in a name Murubal Sangalien.
Yeah, Kabring Nabaro escort at Mali, from Mali to Dakar. It's like Wolong Kabrin Sidinjai ko Baro will not be sworn in here. So yeah, so Kabrim Baro Tata Kabrim Baro Tata Minkana Kabrim Baro Tata Sign Mojama. So many people left the country. Ye park itata ikalo tontable lekalo tontable yeta for ye for tap dibe. Ibuka motoje, all shops were closed. There was all gas stations were closed. Business was shut down. Serekunda sukuta nyoli kawol be tamale ibuka mo, and all those things. So ndel ngamenje ko saying nil like itata now da sanga solle bije sojarol ye checkpoint all man with RPGs, with PKMS, and these heavy assault rifles, so ye wolle itata dawoda, combo kono, so until bije le credit ko from Bukashoto, people have to be buying credit for us from the diaspora here, and kaki molla Mukamburo soto, Mukadomoro soto. So knowing that these people they want to come, they might come to attack us tribally. So we thought that they are using tribal, so now Ilaftatala, like this is a UDP compound, this is a Mandinka compound, we're going to attack them. So saying until everybody more better, until Halifa le Kododi Molla Halifa Sala. I have the Lamin Siselela. Ndeman time also to kata. Lamin Sise nyol tata serekunda marseto ye Murubal Sang.
Bari Halifa, Bari Femina, okay.
Halifa le Kododi Molla.
Okay.
Coalition security.
Just so sign. Halifa kodo dialla bari Halifa le kale ko alta Murubal.
Akonga Murubal ha Murubal. Nga Murubal Sang, yeah, because what more on the 19 Binasila, on the 19 Binasila, at midnight, the 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 was going to attack both air, land, and sea. These were there, you know, the naval was in the sea, and you know, Bodal Bemuta, and you know, I was communicating to the flight lieutenant in Senegal, you know, who were supposed to carry out the bombardment. So I'm the one who gave them, you know, the jeep. I'm the one who gave them the locations of the State House, the Fajara barracks, and all those things through Google. You know, ikaje yewo rekimenke, you know, with a flight, you know, going round. You know, that was through my directives. You know, so when that happened, you know, that was the time Jamuel left the State House and went to Coco Ocean. Because I alone signed Chahano Bantale. But until on the 19th, Halifa thought that, you know, they were going to, 𝒂𝒄𝒄 was going to carry out the attack. And now, Jammeh's people have no option, you know, Purukana Kantelta as hostages, you know, at Adama's residence. So, you know, he has to buy us this so that we can arm ourselves.
Okay. But yeah. I don't think Gambia law to self-defense is a weapon, but it has to be a pocket knife.
Yeah.
Pocket knife.
This is state of emergency. There was no
Halifa should go and answer to a commission because Halifa bought illegal arms for security personnel.
Yeah, but this is self-defense.
I'll tell man
no, this is in a state of emergency. In a state of emergency, you know, it depends how the state of emergency is being declared. You know, the state of emergency, you know, you expect, you know, a curfew, they can say everybody stay indoors. You know, so when they said everybody stay indoors, you know, this means, you know, if you are indoors, you are safe. But if you are expecting, you know, an attack, a state of emergency that you know you expect to be attacked, to be killed, you know, so obviously, you know, you need to arm yourself and protect yourself.
Join, please. Join your news break more. Okay, Mr. Suso, say, because Halifa being a lawmaker, Halifa been somebody me along a constitutional law up to his fingertips. Okay, so the Halifa, the security attack to Halifa was having this illegal arm with him?
No, there was no, during the campaign, you talking of the campaign time, during the campaign, there was none of the securities, the political parties, leaders protection who was armed. None of the securities were armed, you know, in public. No, Ntenkabaro protect nu wole nyama rek, you know, kaje ko natere lafta eliminate la, you know, itel be juruma kanko kununde itel follow e fa jannim baro e fa. So maybe jannibe wol banna fala. So at least, you know, solution will be from outside. So, you know, obviously that was the civilian way of protecting Baro. You know, we were all on standby. Puruka Jumala Motoka, you know, Yentel follow Fajani, you know, and
I know
that was.
I'll tell you, Joraote Mobulu, I'll Joraote Alalebulu, because the mandate of Gambian people, Ale defend.
Yeah,
you know, Mbal Tentula wala Mbal Jaila Bake, because I'll tell you, Cook Funke War is a big time risk.
Yeah,
and I'll tell them family theology. So, doing that risk, Aliyake Pur Banko Eka Banko defend.
Yeah.
Now the Adama Barrow is there.
Yeah.
Now understand there are people in NPP. Minuli alonko Barokala Minister Kumandika fa ko lafite Keno di Karla. I'll tell you mune benefit soto Gambia Buru.
Gambia Bulu bang for Baro
Bulu.
Barondel namanke jamfani nikuyat. I mean, we can only apologize to the Gambian people for misleading them by giving them Barrow and supporting Barrow so that they can trust in him and in turn he didn't fulfill the trust. No, and we were the first victim. Until ngamen soto baro bul wolon jamfati doya anin nimiso. That's all.
So birim baro be move la to the state house where tara Gambia la.
I enter Gambia le. Baro be move la to state house, you know, when tara Gambia le metatala state house and all those things. So I was there.
So but what more minna okay fine. Alkanyin security call ke wato minna what more call be 10 string.
Yeah.
How about Dusano?
Go. Do bijele. Do long kanna sorlati. Baro la kanna sorlati. They can interpret.
Baro tata sign call 10 star. For you go state of emergency dundra and all other things. Yalon
no. Do fele. Turo jaune fele. Do turo. You know, lamin cham ni baro tata nyola. Ate nim baro tata nyola.
Okay.
So do kwate special akwate resident le babulu jana atodu taflo dulato je. That is not far from Baro. You know. So malay wol lubi nyadi le, you know, and all those things. But intel man duje koteng, you know, intel man na du nyol kalang long koteng asikyo muka, you know, ibukana Baro la dulato, you know. So mukeje, we didn't see them until after we lose contact with do and others. So Baro kabrim Baro natale, they all came make a U-turn again and came back. Yeah.
Okay. So say Baro birim Baro tata state house. And then I'll tell command le bankal nyininka, what do you people want? Because ngajela la politician iman kene dial tella imang doku dial imang fen dial alnim Baro la rapo be nyadi le.
Baro Cabrata at the State House, I followed, you know, he said he didn't want to see the coalition securities anymore. They should not give them access to enter the State House. That was the first order he gave. He didn't want to see the coalition security anymore. They shouldn't give them access to enter the State House because he is at a different level now. The ECOMIC is guarding him. So, you know, the mandate of the ECOMIC is international, but the coalition security, let them go back, you know, up till he assigns somebody to contact them so that they can find them job in the immigration or in the, you know, and which he never did. They cannot access, they cannot even see Baro, they cannot go to the State House, they lose contact totally. So there was just a small portion of them who were trained in the army that was facilitated by me. By me and Masane Kinte, yeah. Then Masane Kintele will facilitate, you know. So then Kabrin will pass out at the Bakau training school, you know, they were sent to Senegal. Kabri bota Senegal, Wolle Nathan Loki, ye Wolle State House with the ECOMIC, you know, from the assignment. But will fall a training na jibe. Ndele lota Masane no Masane is doing this for me, recognizing our effort we made. You know. So, you know, it should have been all the coalition security. So kabring akonye ko susebe menkela la mol be kumandi ngaji be mel train nola pour ye tara in the army nge train militarily pour, you know, they continue to be security for HE because atele start nola you expect, you know, ale tara nyokan for janning alabe ko kala nyaonya, you know. So we trust you people to be nearer to him than any other guy. So guy, okay, you know, so ngebe kumandi army, you have to go through the selection procedures, you know, BFT, medical checkup, you know, and all those things. So Melia pass, the Walter, Melma pass, so Nata try, Wolfana, Kuruke Isamba in the SIS, you know. So Wolfana Natila training, interview and everything, they did everything. So I asked him, you know, from the beam into possible. So, but the ones that were that passed the selection, have the selection criteria for in the army, were trained at the Fajara barracks. Then after the ECOMIC said, they want to train them in Senegal, because what more, there was an embargo from the Gambia National Army to have an intake, So, but CDS approved so that they can train those people, and there will not be an intake in the army, but they will call them the coalition security personnel. So saying will not train wole nyama kurukata Senegal wo found nata ki jato ju palette but will not train in fanan kono inata for a training school ye sio samba ye tout pesol samba ye sotol samba sot fula ye ha nkanal ye dendikol santi satol koyma fula ye fenko sang atodu njam tel ni saf nol ni ila logistic for their logistic. It'll found in Yanta Osan, Nathan, it'll be, they were 50 in number. So it'll be, Nataji be, ibe anyanta cost la gelle. Nga oli stole nga samba baroe. Fombe bi mento, nimbaroe bututo di puru wol yewo sang. Yomal kiyama wol baby tale ya amurundal. Who facilitated that?
No.
Because nte wotumo ntenga doko ke fisheries 15 years nte doko la fisheries as a vessel observer, so kabringaje state house problem all siata jerek nkoeko I want to go back to fisheries. I don't want to be in the army because it left an ntenga muru in the army over my dead body, so mansong tarla nkoeko no nil foni maye ko nil employer I will not take over any employment, foningaje ko, namol, those who protected Baro, foningaje ko ye employ. It will not be fair and then employ, and I leave those people to go and sit home, while we all did this struggle together. So, so after, in other for it from Kankumande Konyako, Suso, you have the opportunity, you are an ex-soldier, and secondly, yedoko ke fisheries. So ite nintel be bota nyil bala ibe nyina la mol la le kutekel. Ikonye ko foite atra, you are the only one who is vocal. Ite da male system will understand you were in the system kabrin jawara la time for jamela time, ye ko lonjel, so it is more connect no ni mente nyil be nyina la mol la de nyil dunta ni state house o men ko be nyina la mol. So ndenga appointment ota wole and nga try wole nyama pour yente employ back to fisheries department, through the PMO and all those things, through the minister, Gomez and the PS, Bamba Banja. Bamba, I was working with him before the government, since in the Jame government, Tebedokola fisheries, for a JB shut down, so for Bamba, the problem was again, so Bamba and Lon. So I call no new work at Nata ala Dulati, Jamusu Zola Kordadi. He have been working with us. So yenda employment facilitated in Atansamba Brikama as the one responsible of the fish market and the ice plant, then after you will be the regional fisheries director at West Coast after some time, but start with Brikama. Brikama is a problem for us. Musundi dole beminje malfeka fine for something Aisha to, politically appointed there, and all those things. So they are having so many problems. So Ndenata Tawo Dulato, so na motor request yena official motor dinna a pickup, black pickup, that was used in Kaninlai sometimes by most of these junglers. So yeah, black pickup or dinner. So I was in the payroll. So Sankata State House, nka nyila call follow, so nkata masanea, for inata 50 people all time, so nde la salary then, na salary na start with 5,000, but I have a weekend allowance and all. So nyila nila problem ol ndeka naw ko di new men kasoro ma base ndema itel fanan dolbi je they are better of coming Ibrahima Sane ñoo ngamen foye so wola kuol fisatale I fen jamale sammo jamale fanaye ndefana ngadol sang aning Mustafa Toure who is here with me is an ex-soldier from Gambia and also was an ex-soldier in the US Army. He lives here in Wisconsin with us. Atele ye guy will train, with some of the army instructors at the Fajara Barracks. So often he dipped into his pocket to prunga nyimfengo sa nyimole. But baro uko e bututo mendoya adunga listo sambale then barobe vice president resident ndele fa nga listo samba fo nate tete ngadia he never after 3 days le anata ta makka ala fosi jo makka fo kabra anata ka fu mo kana kumandi al hajji and all those things that was the day I gave him the list. After 3 days he went to Makkah because akonye ko sign mbita Makkah barimbening hayninjo male fa nyoka so that and all those he never give that guy anything to give me believe in me so
Programa kumva are you by Baro?
Are you
betrayed?
I am betrayed. I think the whole of Gambia they are betrayed, even those with Baro in NPP, those who emerge from UDP and those they are betrayed. I ever said this to UDP TV and media, my program with Sanajaju. Ndele follow Fintita Jang. Nkoy ko Baro is a betrayer. Baro you ala security, ala coalition security betray dame. Wallahi, he will betray anybody around him. That is what happened to all those who are around him, who were in the UDP before. They are all betrayed right now. Ibijel because ye diamu jamaleke and so they cannot go they cannot go back there. Imalafi bola jana fanang molia for a gaddi. So if we on this situation also if Baro can bring Saidy Njie and like Saidy Njie, may Baro dingo be fala koma no, I cannot just understand.
I know.
Kabring Habib be fala ntel bita Habib no, I cannot just understand. Molbe bola Gambia kono Gambia be emptita mola baga sol tinyata business or shut down ta nkoy mburo fawme mburo ti biti kriol be sorondi biti kol buka yele business jamale kasarata woto people lose money in fente fo Saidy Njie anim menko barote kalindila je anim fa baka tombo njata nyol meli state of emergency endorse for Baro for Yaya Jammeh adum iko Yaya is going to go to court so he's not going to leave power if Baro can like those people today tell UDP may Baro ke aketa nyawo nyama may alonko Baro la life movement in the whole of his life Baro nene man salary receive a salary na receive maybe abekela UK leti kabrabi or German but Gambia Bangkoka Baro nene man payroll Baro nene malum what is a payroll the whole of his life he have no experience in any work in Gambia na manke katu luaso kolek la mole ani musol be dunna nyolay bita KMC court ba wakati mu loyal nde mambo kalama
ako
akaka don't represent so moment ye bondi from that situation yes samba to the highest position of that land to the highest position of that land itemam jaw soto bi iko wollo yu itela wash jawol okay hadamadiya modol la hadamadiya kawkuyatal
back
ila worst enemy UDP may aloko their blood have been spilled on that land. They've been killed, they've been jailed, they've been exiled, they've been suppressed. no employment for them. You know, they've been threatening. You know, 22 good years. Baro imata from world. You know. Walla blood, anila sweat, anila suffering, and in their intimidation, and in their suppression, and in their anger, and in their suffering, everything you think of. Baro imata from that to be a president, be a kowolo at a jawoti. So men be baroning those who meted all those problems on these people, Baroko be those are the best people.
Anyway, abaraka Mr. Suso, ila kachal bete ata bake and we informational mil fojang. Ngala be Gambianol nafalale to be a good response to what Baro is doing today. Pour Gambian call salong jumalom baroti, bao altel alial niola bake. Mobe altel la kuoka mol miranum bake. Because Momo yalonko isutiata president like a president or tankandi. Alonko Omari la life is in risk.
Musa, one thing, like 1 minute.
Okay.
Intel kabring be Baro kabriye usenunyo sentence. Molka for UDP is dead. Nga Baro ta, you know, kabrintel nga Baro ta intel be otani nala fong, you know, achoto, you know, kata solidarity in Usenu's court. Intel nimbayo sonko nyol. Ndeni mbaya sonko mbebe living in Busumbala wotumo vu kono nintel futata vuto fong, you know, nga sarahule kordado le bije anyati lungla je, you know, ka ata minje le bunjang le bije but nim futata je dorong mo be ka janjande because, you know, itel fe barobe na, you know, after the election barobe entel mutalale, you know, so they will not be connected to, you know, so until hanina family soul found until avoid at the end of the day kabrin started, you know, nimbaro ka move baro found abarindi amadu ning njaga ika fole uncle yalo ni UDP call by use camp billahi, you know, after election, you know, ya jamme ma fa, you know, abasoro na for the rest of his life. So they don't even want to associate with Baro. They don't want to associate with him. Njaganing Amadou Sani. They don't want to associate with Adam. Time moment nantel ning Adam be UDP nakata kampanyo lankana. You know, for coalition Janae win. They were all running away from Adam. Coming Saya. Because they thought that, you know, Yajame is going to get him. And he will get him together with us. So they don't want to be caught, you know, together with Baro. They have nothing to do with Baro. They don't want to associate with him. Kana wo Musa Njai menketa PPP la fenko di shine for yake ambassador. Baro e kuruo sang akate wolong ala malo munti, you know, kada ite la ko UDP le tombon shine ten. Ako Baro e ko ni, you know, ibe dundi la problem ko no ni me ke ku. Yeah, ya jamme be fala. He's going to kill you. Yeah. He didn't want to associate with Baro. Kabrim Baro Kuru San Deletata Fuela Corda in Banyum. You know. Baro Tata Bunaite la Komi UDT Pia Teletombong. You know. He said, you know, I'm warning you. The man is going to kill you. You know. These people, they're trying to put you in problem. Yeah. Where imagine president elect wala kana for, you know, lafta lola KMC UDP nyantantala until ko nkai ko ndele lodan in his way ngai ko fete nyina tay kamem fo UDP eteta no yara UDP be farla fulale no, you will not even contest on that, you know, ngola nata independent, you know. Yes, be wole baro katati wole baro, you know, so until we are the enemies of Baro be na until me on ladulaje he 9 till 5 he can go and sit and drink attire because so at the worst enemy right now. So just because we are UDP. Finally,
emang kumol mil for barola kuoto. Ihakilo emima.
Wole siata ngamemfo.
Okay, just the important point coming. I'll tell BJ wato mina baroye al mutanyaming aning biring economic nata. Ayal jamfa nyaming.
Yeah.
So briefly, Dorong, what can you say about Baro? Nitabe Baro B, itabe Baro assessor.
Go. baro ko ate million yalti ala saji ko sadame ya fae kabriya tombon jannin kole sono e kabriya tombon kole ye men fae yalo ne bayo son kole o saji o sangai bayo son
Silfo bayo son
wole o saji ko o sangai from his pocket
baro man kodo so ka sanga fanwe
malo ne bari ama sanno at that time baro silfo le asanga
okay
Sirifo is dealing with a UK-based company called I forgot, Sirifo e bohol jamale sing throughout the length and breadth of the country. And fanang I have this in Busumbala. Tabi school bi yeme ko Sirifo le alo, with that company. Sirifo Brufut, how to call it? Brusubi, Tafiso bijeme yalon ko alqur'ano le kakarandi je molka a hafiz sirfo le wolo sirfo started from that. It's called the Banu brothers in UK, Farida, the lady who owns that is called Farida. Was working with Sirfo Bayo Sonko, wole Sirfo Samba Umrala in Saudi Arabia,
Okay.
Yes. So Sirfo was driving, luxurious cars. He was well off before he come into this politics thing. Ndelenga Sirfo bulo mutanga samba UDP. Ndelenga he was not in politics. So Sirfo Sirfo ku jamale ke. Nde Sirfo can sponsor Sirfo can sponsor with his money. Sirfo every sunkaro akamani botol ni sukurol ni busumbalon kol ni tulo benna let ya fonye ko be fan yal ika rang Sirifo bunyaw du ma jele Sirifo kam tandarma mani botol diwlino mewol aka wole supply in the community.
Alhamdulillah.
Wallahi billahi ndele katara lori so nga wol be jejele. So obviously, ni de ka wol muta komin banko din kurung because il after to nyal, ngasi ngajibe.
Abaraka all felendi be moto nya and kan fam about it talk about bio songo. Bar ka baake kacha diata meta mani lanu ko be mela jam fam to baake tenti wo. Ma lanu ko be mela jante bar kacha nyin kuma ta betata e kumol min fo. Gambia
abaraka
di millionaire baro min ka kordalu sa baro min kala go mutol te banda bulu. So this is baro kola e kala kordado yaram baba labum kono fulale beje
ani saloni wanyu that's it
saloni wa among air conditioner sort of fat sisele air conditioner kaije. So this is Baro's life. Jo camera la base brother.
Okay. Bye Musa. Baraka Bate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me the platform.
Thank you. Baro. Bro. Sisla Jarama was breaking a news here. Kaitandiko Alaji Moore Job was arrested in Scotland today. Alaji Moore was a very strong supporter of the junta Jamme. Anyway, butung ngalamwe angalewlu ibe tonya folale jamu bankol timia longo democracy le bejang. And this is going to be a very good example to people like Paliu Jawara. Paliu Jawara, I'll just give you a reminder. Alaji Moore has been arrested. Mia Longo, he have been supportive to the jungler, to the junta, Jamme, the dictator. So Paliu Jawara, ibe mola human right tinyakan Gambia, ila family ibe England. Ila family doesn't do anything. But ite Paliu Jawara, Nadia at a Gambian call, they're going to stage a demonstration in England. So Paliu Jawara will be a ko be tarra jele ka itandi ko angaleol lako na banko kande molu be jele minuli alon ko ibe higher official marakan ibe tajirante yala o banko kan andal tella nyim banko mu bankol te mi yalon ka human right respect le. But they will come and hide themselves here. Ya rebe crucial ke kan na banko kan people like Paliu Jawara. So pour Gambianol fanal sa kata Paliu la abe human right abuse min beke kam molla. People could have those documents pour in case, because document have to represent us. So and likewise minul be America nyina nyanta kake Ibrahima G Sankare wol Sekumbalo wol all this alkal konte wol minul yalon ko American passport wol le be bulu may muna sise dabo wol nyilo nyanta kela fongela ko nga bole rokela ko ni falingo keta Gambia America manyan na ka fuko nyilmu America dingul le passport wol be bulu ni Gambia ye muta mo reference JC Jackson wole tinang yana ye bonding bulu Gambia iko nyen banku dingolo nyindi alte ku kelal so kabrin sign on Gambia non nyanta kuma sa kawolu fanalu kela ko bole manyan na sila ngambatu manyan ka si kambatu mo man la fika mola hajo tinya jang bari telben tella hajo le tinya kay benna human right abuse ke kam mola. So we also have to do something. So Lavin Silla, because you are waiting press conference for PDIs. Harry, daga me for young. Near press conference okay funny Halifa explain. Munati nate kodo di kafunyi leta muruba sang. Because Gambia la luaro, muruba niye o mute bulu. Muruba, ita explain no la ko self-defense rangolo what. It had Gambia is roaming allowed ka yai sato kono should be a pocket knife. Sato kono. So how comes the dictator beje aman security di nyinula, the incoming president la aman security diala, but how comes they put the law into their own hand? So ni only a chance they will buy illegal guns. So this is my point. Alifa as a lawmaker, he's supposed not to do that. And under all means of channels like Kelanu, bring ECOWAS leaders all Kanana and ECOWAS leaders all at all costs. You have to give security to these people. And under but he shouldn't put the law into his own hand to go and then buy illegal arms, Kaamol Fanal arm illegally. So Khalifa has something to go and answer. It's not something right. Justification TJ. Two wrongs cannot make right. So this is what Khalifa did. So which is not right. Amanya nakake. Atina, I am deadly against Purka Foko. I am police or armland. In a normal circumstances, in Yantaka armle. But not this police member Gambia without reform. Without reform, Emanyanakaki. So finally, Barrow, you coming Kamfa Momalo. I don't know why you are so angry, so agitated, but this is Barrow. Yela state of wealth, mo soto talami yelong ayafo. Fanko mimbete bulu. Ita ko ita mu millionaire di. Ita ka kordal le sannu. Kani fing ni dural do. Kani fing ni be korda sanna wodo. Ita ka wato minfo. Wanyante cost like so many thousands of dollars ilala. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Womuolet. Majum fana. Ya minna. Atekala kodin dinti. Bari if fangola moto buka isanso sotono. Ya sada foe. Ima sotono. Foye wo sada ye kodo soto le bari ya believe ko ite kala no president e ko ngana na kodo tinya jang mbatu moli yoki ida iman kodo le soto o ye nyine contemplate ko no mote ya bondi nola so ntete na time o wes like a saji sada bondi saji is going to be costly so nte o kodo bondi la. So this is Barrow. So Barrow, you've never been rich. A man could inherit. Min be soto saying Gambian Kolu Yabondi Wole Koto. And when they will come, you have to explain that. So UDP in Kolu, Alanga focus, Barokan and distract. All right? Ala baraka baki.